And football is back, everybody. Go Blue. It's Michigan, New Mexico post-game live here at the Voice of College Football. Michigan 34, New Mexico Lobos 17. TJ, it's great to have football back, I gotta say.
Yeah, bro. I mean, it's the entire day was fun, even though Ohio State got their victory over weak-ass Texas, soft-ass Arch Manning.
But man, that was a bummer.
My day started great. I went to a cider mill, had some good donuts, had apple fritters, some good cider, and then I get a letdown. But it is what it is. Okay, Bryce Underwood. We're gonna talk about it. Really played well today, man. Really played well for his first game. We'll get into it. We'll talk more about it, John. But I know you got more to set up.
Absolutely. Yeah, I was obviously at an engagement party, my own engagement party with Courtney, and we had Texas, Ohio going on the TV. So I would just kind of poke in every so often, see what was going on. Once things started going Ohio's way, I'm like, all right. Yeah, we'll just go see some people and then come back. And then, But you know what? It's all good because it's Bryce Underwood season. Folks, don't forget that we are live right now on YouTube. We're live on Twitch. And for about 15 minutes, we're going to be live on X. We're going to shut it off after about 15. So everybody who's on X, thank you. But come on over to YouTube or Twitch. We would really appreciate that. Obviously, we're also on audio. So check us out on audio, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon, and iHeart. As you join us, as always, you know what helps a lot? This helps a lot. Hitting that like button just takes a second, and it's completely free to do. Hit the subscribe button, share with a friend, and we have the return, folks, of a very popular initiative here at Michigan at the Voice of College Football, the Kenneth Grant Tracker. So we had this going into last season. Obviously, it was thanks to your participation, the community, that we were able to overtake every other channel at the Voice of College Football. Aside from Mark's channel, we have overtaken every other team channel, and that's because of you guys. Now we're going after other Buckeye channels on YouTube. That's right, folks. The next hurdle that we're going to be looking at is other Buckeye channels. We're going to overtake them, and we're going to make this thing even more massive.
It's not letting me load it, so hold on. I'm loading it.
Okay.
It's not letting me share it, but I'm loading it. All right, here we go.
There it is. We are back, folks. It's not. You're not back until we got the Kenneth Grant Tracker. So here we go. Kenneth Grant Tracker. is again coming after third base Ryan Day with his nipple piercings, and he's coming after him, and we're 2.9K subscribers away from Buckeye Talk. So now's the time. If you haven't hit subscribe, what are you doing to beat Ohio State today? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and that'll do it.
Yeah, so we got a new target. It's Buckeye Talk of the Cleveland.com website. We are going after them. It's time. Listen, what are you doing to beat Ohio State today? If you are unsubscribed, you are watching the channel today, and you are new to, and we got a new member, so appreciate you, Railroad Journeys. Yeah, like we have a goal here.
Connor Stallions, new Connor Stallions member, even.
Damn. All right, so we have a goal here. We're looking to build this channel more and more. We appreciate the community. We appreciate everybody. If you are unsubscribed, please subscribe, because we have. Listen, this channel's 14.5 thousand subscribers. There's no reason they should be ahead of us. We know this. You know this. I know this. We all know this. Hey, they know this. So let's get them. Appreciate everyone subscribing to the channel. We are on the journey now. Kind of the grand checker, to John's point, we'll be back this season. After we surpass Buckeye Talk, we got other targets in the crosshairs, so we'll get to them. But appreciate you guys rocking with us, and appreciate you subscribing to the channel.
Absolutely. And folks, as always, if you want your comment, you want your question read, we take super chats before we take calls. We do take calls. We will take calls today. We take super chats first. So anybody who wants to have their comment or question, we read all the super chats, and then we get to our rapid fire calls that we're going to be taking based on people's reactions of the game. And folks, we are, for the 2025 season, going to be upping the ante a little bit. So in order to want the first hour, as before, it's yours. You get it no matter what. You want a second hour, $150. You want a third hour, another $150. And guess what, folks? Thanks to your participation, we're already $58 away from the second hour. So even with the upgraded $150 per hour, we're we are $58 away right now. Thank you all so much for doing that, and appreciate that. And actually, I think we may have gotten even closer here with these last few. Yeah. Thanks, everybody. Very cool. So while we get an updated tally for you, we, of course, have one more big thing to mention. Notice on the upper right-hand side of our background, every single show, Postgame, Wolverines Live, Call-In Show Live, sponsored by our friends at the Win Agency. They're back, folks, for another exciting season of sponsorship, and they're awesome. Any comments you want to make before I play our newest video from the Win Agency?
Just simply appreciate Win Agency supporting the channel, supporting Michigan, and they are one of us. They listen. Win Agency was with us last season. Win Agency was with us for March Madness. Win Agency is back for 2025. So, if you have any health insurance needs, reach out to Win Agency. They are your go-to insurance agency for any of your healthcare needs. Reach out to them, because they are one of us. They are part of the family. So appreciate them, and very excited to have them for the entire season.
And without further ado, we've got Win Agency with a little message for you guys.
We are fired up for another great season of Michigan football. The energy is electric, and with the new talent we have this year, I believe we have a real shot at stacking up some wins and making it back to the playoffs. At Win Agency, we want to help you win as well. We can help you find the right health insurance for you, your family, or your business. We also offer life insurance to protect the people you love, as well as smart investment strategies to help you build a strong financial future. Whatever your goals are, we have you covered. Let's cheer on our boys in the maize and blue and make this season one of the best to remember. Go Blue!
Go Blue!
Love it. Thank you, Win Agency. Really appreciate that. We have, thanks to you guys, we're already down to just $18 away from the second hour, and we will take super chats right after we give our reaction to what just happened.
And Michigander asks, are you guys calling? Yes, we will take calls. We will take calls. Listen, there's a lot to talk about. I think there's a lot to be excited about. But we'll get into it. John, I'll let you lead it off here.
So we did have a game today, folks.
No.
Michigan, we did. And Michigan did prevail over the New Mexico Lobos. But let's be honest, folks, a lot closer than I think we anticipated, predicted, etc. So I think that my first thought is that I'm not overwhelmed and I'm not underwhelmed. I'm just whelmed. In other words, I thought that there were some really great things that I saw, especially from Justice Haynes. Shout out to Justice Haynes. And all kinds of things. Yeah.
Who said he was RB1?
You did. Hey, you got the dub on. You got the dub. I got the Bryce dub. You got the Justice Haynes dub. I mean, we.
Oh, by the way, speaking of the Bryce dub, somebody owes me $1,000 fucking dollars.
Oh, Adam Lamparello paging Adam Lamparello.
I'm gonna text Adam Lamparello right now. How we doing? All right, anyways, but go on,
John. Yes, absolutely. So not overwhelmed, not underwhelmed, just whelmed overall. We're gonna get into kind of 3 key points: offense, defense, and I also have a point on ref ball. But essentially, what was kind of your overall takeaways, and then we'll get into offense and defense.
Yeah, so my first, I'll put my phone down. All right, my very first overall, Underwood looks like a junior. He looks so composed. I'll be honest with you, he exceeded my expectations for the very first game of his career. There was not one moment in this game where he looked like it was too big for him. There was not one moment in this game where he looked like, if you watch it's actually really interesting that we got to watch the Arch Manning Texas Ohio State game. And any Buckeyes watching, I see Steve in the chat. Shout out to you, Steve. And I know Garrison's waiting behind the scenes. Arch Manning looked very uncomfortable. Now, granted, the level of opponent is greater, right? Ohio State's a greater defense than New Mexico. I fully understand, but this was prime time under the lights. Mm-hmm. The kid just turned 18 11 days ago. There was not one moment where his composure was shaken. There was not one moment where he looked uncomfortable. There was not one moment where I felt he didn't rise to the occasion. Underwood controlled the fucking game. Like his very first game, John. He controlled it. And then when you look at that 2-minute warning, that drive he did for 68 yards or 75 yards, whatever it was, 5 for 5, drove the team down the field, got the touchdown. Unbelievable. His very first touchdown of his career, first of many. We all know it. Underwood. He's that dude, bro. Like Underwood, I'm going to tell you right now. Me and Garrison talked earlier today. I was concerned that there was a bit of a unreasonable expectation for him. That I was concerned the fan base could potentially be let down because of the hype. The hype is so great, and we saw how Portnoy was hyping him up on Big Noon kickoff. But at the end of the day, Underwood just stepped up, man. He looks natural. He looks good. He looks ready.
Yeah.
It just amazing. Offensive line outside of Evan Link on a couple plays looked very good. Wide receivers, Fred Moore dropping the fucking ball though, right? We saw Fred Moore doing. We saw what Fred Moore does. I'm sorry, Fred.
I know.
I'm sorry, buddy, but this is why Goodwin's starting over you.
Facts.
Dalvin McCoy looks good. Justice Haynes, like we talked about, I told you guys all offseason, my full expectation for RB1. Fully expected this. I did not know he would go for. What do you have? 159 yards? No, I didn't anticipate 159 yards and 3 tutties, but I did expect him to be RB1. He's just the better back. Plus, I've also gotten word, just so everyone knows, the plan is they're going to showcase Haynes because they want him to get drafted after 1 year, and then next year it's the Savion Hyder, Jordan Marshall show. So that's just kind of the word. That's how those in Michigan apparently are looking at things. That's just things I've heard behind the scenes, but dude, the team played really well. Now, defensively, I think there is more to be desired, but I will say, and I know Garrison's going to definitely come at it because I know that's one of his. There's no way Wink Martindale is showing his full cards. We got Oklahoma next week, okay? So, and let's be honest too. The one touchdown that was not a catch. That should have been challenged by the replay booth. It was not.
Yep. That was definitely not a catch.
One thing I really appreciated was the very first play of the game was a throw. It was not a run. Haynes, Fred, all right, nope. There was a lack of pressure from the defensive line I didn't like. I need more pressure from this defensive line. I will say though, bright spots. Nate Marshall, Dominic Nichols look like they're on the way. They both showed out today. Nate Marshall, as a true freshman, making a lot of plays. The Barham ejection, in my opinion, is bullshit. Do I think there was some contact? Yes. Do I think it was intentional? No. He should not have been fucking banned. We are going to lose him for the first half of the Oklahoma game. That's bullshit. And then Jaden Sanders, bro, the amount of freshmen from Jordan Young to Jaden Sanders to Cole Sullivan, he's a sophomore. He's not a freshman. But Nate Marshall, the young players making plays, making names for themselves, very impressive, very exciting. Overall, good game. Chip fucking Lindsay.
Yep.
Hey, Kirk Campbell, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
It's Chip Lindsay show. It's the Underwood show. Dude, this offense, John, had 251 yards. But here's what's interesting about it. Okay? What's interesting to me was the passing yard. I'm sorry, 250 yards passing.
Yep.
450 yards total.
Yeah.
Now, Sharon Moore wanted a balanced offensive attack. How does 251 passing, 201 rushing sound to you, John? Does that sound pretty balanced?
That sounds pretty balanced to me. Yeah, in fact,
balanced.
If you had told me 6 months ago that we'd be, or even 9 months ago that we'd be after the first game that we'd have more passing yards than rushing yards, I'd be like, what?
Bro, they really leaned into the passing game, which was absolutely beautiful to watch. And what's amazing, and I'll say this too about Jordan Marshall, he didn't really break loose or have a real like Jordan Marshall, for example, today. So to give a running back comparison, Justice Haynes, 16 carries, 159 yards, 9.9 average, 3 touchdowns to Jordan Marshall's 11, 29 yards, and only a 2.9 average. Listen, Jordan Marshall is better than that, but I'm telling you guys, it's going to be the Justice Haynes will be everyone. I mean, like, I felt that in the offseason. I feel even more strongly about it now. We'll see, though. Jordan Marshall will get his opportunity, though. He's got to remember, he's a sophomore. Kid's a sophomore. He's only going to get better. So,
yeah.
Offense looks good, though. Samaj Morgan.
Hey,
Marlon Klein.
Listen, Marlon Klein balled that. Can I just say, because just overall in the offense, the difference between a failed offensive coordinator to a multi-decade experienced offensive coordinator, Garrison is going to be up later. He knows firsthand when you bring in somebody like a Chip Kelly. Well, we have our own Chip now, Chip Lindsay, and there is a marked improvement in just the cadence of play calling. The fact that he set up, and especially in the first quarter, you really saw, I think, the vision of where he wants to go. It's methodical. It's spread and smash. In other words, he wants to use the run game, set Bryce up for a 3rd and 3 or a 3rd and 2. And then it's a manageable situation for Bryce. Are there going to be opportunities to launch the ball downfield down the line? Yeah, but like, this wasn't the game for this game. Was to get Bryce Underwood comfortable before going into Norman, Oklahoma. And in that respect, I thought it was an A+. Because were there mistakes? Yes. Were there issues with execution? Were there freshman misreads and overthrows and underthrows? Yes. But guess what, folks? Like, this is exactly what I wanted to see. A balanced offense, good cadence, play calling that makes sense, utilizing Bryce Underwood as a blocker early in the game, which I thought was very interesting, allowing an early touchdown there. Marlon Klein, like you said, TJ, the big question was he going to step into Colston Loveland's shoes in the pass game? And I think he's headed in that direction. This is a Colston Loveland-esque performance because he beat out the wide receivers again, just like Colston Loveland did last year. So he killed it.
Six receptions, 93 yards, 1 touchdown. That's like the best stat line. Like, that was better than every stat line of last year. I mean, Bryce Underwood already has, guys. Bryce Underwood, all right, so let's give Bryce Underwood stat line. 21 for 31, which is, hold on, let me just run some quick numbers here. That is 67% completion percentage, which is fucking great. Anything above 65 is considered good. 251 yards, which means he's on pace for 3,000 yards. And he had 1 touchdown. You know, he wasn't asked to do too much. You know what I love the most, though? He did not run. He did not risk his body. He did not put himself in a position of vulnerability.
Correct.
Bryce Underwood played within the game, man. And I'm gonna tell you right now, too. I'm gonna be so honest. The way that ball comes out of his hands, it's already NFL level. It's already, and you know what else? You know what it reminds me of as a Detroit Lions fan? It reminds me of Matt Stafford. The ability to throw that ball, he has a Matt Stafford-like arm. Now, placement and having the ability to, put it in a place where his receivers, and I think he did a good job. There was a lot of drops. Imagine if Bryce Underwood gets a higher caliber of receiving core. And I think that will happen in the transfer portal. I'm actually very confident that will happen. So I think I'm just absolutely thrilled. I'm actually, Elijah, I see you in the chat, brother. I'm very interested to get your opinion on the wide receiver performance tonight. I want to get your opinion on Samaj Morgan as well. But yeah, I mean, I think we have, listen, I know we have something very special with Underwood. We know this. I mean, I'm not telling you anything you don't know. We all know this. Yeah, man. I mean, I just think there's a bright future. I will say the defense has to get tighter. I will say that my final thing here, John, I'll let you get it. But in my opinion, the defense is simplified because we have Oklahoma next week. They're not going to show they're not going to show the
exotic.
They're not going to show. Yeah, they're not going to show the blitzes. They're not going to show the disguise coverages. They're not showing none of that. This is a vanilla defense because the real opponents next week. That's going to be the next. Let's see how Bryce does on that game. Let's see how the defense does in that game. If the defense is getting gouged, then we could talk about it. If the defense gets gouged after week 2, I'm willing to hear the concerns. Right now, I'm not too concerned about it. It's early. And I do think, I'll be very honest, if TJ Guy and Derek Moore cannot get the pressure, I do think Nate Marshall and Dominic Nichols can. So we'll see where we are with that. And obviously Cole Sullivan looked really good.
Hey, did you see very late in the game, Nate Marshall getting some serious pressure? Taking his shot when he had his opportunity.
What's interesting, John, is they were talking at the end of spring ball that Nate Marshall's going to get, like, he is going to get opportunity. He's that good. Like, there, who was it? I really want to give credit here. Shit. I want to say Chris Ballas. I could be wrong though. I don't remember who it was, so forgive me. Maybe I don't know. It doesn't matter. The word is they're anticipating Nate Marshall will be the next great pass rusher at Michigan. That's the word. That's the feel. That's the level. That's the vibe. So be on the lookout for Nate Marshall. That's the one, for those who don't know. We flipped from Auburn in November of last year. They flipped him from Auburn. Big time flip. So very excited to have him on the team.
Yeah, I thought that the defense, especially the run defense, was really effective. They held New Mexico to 50 rushing yards. So I think that was very good. Obviously not so effective in pass defense. And I'm going to give New Mexico a lot of credit here. You could say what you want about Michigan's defense having holes, and I will give you that. I think the secondary it needs some work. I am concerned about the pass rush. Yeah. But we also have to give a tip of the hat to New Mexico, that quarterback who kept getting his shit rocked all game and still kept going at it. And you know what? I respect the hell out of that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
he kept going in there, and all game that team fought, that defense fought. Like their coach, like they were trying to win this game, and they didn't care that they weren't supposed to win this game. Like they came into this game not acting like a cupcake. There are teams that would come into this game and maybe let the foot off the gas, bring in the backups, like accept defeat. There are teams that have done that in the past. Even teams like Rutgers, who we faced in the past, who in the fourth quarter, they admit defeat. And it's like this team, New Mexico never did that. And like, I think that they have bright future ahead with Eck as the coach. I really do. And so that's what I would say about who we faced. I think it was somebody who they punched above their weight, and kudos on that front.
Yeah, I mean, well, look, listen. That was that fucking catch should have been reviewed, so that first play shouldn't have happened. You know, and it is what it is. I mean, the defense. I'll tell you right now, we need to get more pressure. We need to get more pressure. That's something we got to watch. You know, I'm optimistic though, but I mean, I would be lying to you if I said I was. But here's the thing too. The very same players who dominated Alabama's offensive line last year are the very same players on this team right now. So, long story short, it should work out for us, you know. So we'll have to, you know, we'll just have to see. You know, we'll have to see. You know, we'll have to see where it goes for us. You know, but I mean, it's something to monitor week 2. Week 2, you know, if we do not get pressure against John Mateer, then there's a conversation to be had here. And but I will say this: I do think the answer is on the roster. I think Nate Marshall and Dominic Nichols are next. I think they have more upside than Derek Moore and TJ Guy. Derek Moore and TJ Guy better figure it the fuck out. But it's still early, so I don't want to put too much pressure on them. They will. Like it's very likely. We had a limited playbook defensively because you don't want to show everything to Oklahoma. So I'm not going to overreact on it, but I'm just saying, like next week we'll figure out what the deal is.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I think Jay-Sean Barham did a great job. I know we're going to talk about the targeting and whether it was targeting. But I think that he balled out. And it wasn't just him. Like I was watching players just lay the wood on New Mexico, but Barham especially, like that's Michigan defense right there. That's what you want to see. You want to see physicality. He did that. I will say there were 2, in my opinion, egregious calls today, including that. I think the targeting was egregious.
Yeah, what the fuck, dude? Like, it was not intentional. It wasn't crown of the helmet. Yes, there was contact, but not to be kicked out of the game. It was incidental. And what sucks is now, thankfully, we have Cole Sullivan, though. But now Barham's out of the game next week, at least the first half. And that's, you know, Barham's one of our best players. So, I mean, it's bullshit. I mean, it is what it is, though, you know, like, but I disagree with it fully. I mean, he should not have been kicked out of the game. You know, I don't know. It is what it is, though. Nothing we can do about it.
I agree. It will be appealed. So I'm positive that Ward is going to appeal it. And there is a chance that it gets overturned for the Oklahoma game, at least, so that he'll be able to play. And I'd say, given that it was questionable, he even turned his head. He turned his head away. It looked like a hug. It looked like a wrap up. It looked like he turned his head away and a height mismatch.
Dude, that's what I was gonna say. The quarterback's like 5'3", dude. Like, what's Barham supposed to do? He's short. Like, that's one thing that really bothers me about the way this targeting stuff is trending. What are you supposed to do as a defender when the quarterback is short, or the runner is short, or if the runner, and this is not the situation, but if the runner lowers their head? Like, there needs to be some gray area allowance because it's not black and white. And the reality is that quarterback was a short quarterback. Barham is a very tall linebacker. Like, what the fuck do you want? Like, dude, these guys are moving so quick. It is not physically possible to avoid head-to-head collisions every single time. It's going to occur, incidentally. And it just pisses me off that you're going to try and eject like, did you see? I'm sure we did. Did we not see Barham's reaction when he was going up the tunnel? You just fucked that kid's night up, man. For no reason. He was not intending to hurt that quarterback. It was an incidental play. And then now, one of the biggest games of the year, next season, nationally televised night game, Barham cannot start the game. Guess what? Barham is in a draft year. This is his year to get drafted. And now you are hurting his draft stock. That's fucked up, in my opinion. Like, if he did something intentional and is very blatant, that's one thing. This was not that. So in my opinion, it's messed up. I think it's wrong. Hopefully they do appeal it. Hopefully it gets overturned. We'll see what happens.
Of course, there was also the catch that happened pretty much immediately after that, which they didn't review. And then New Mexico was allowed to speed up and play, and they didn't even look at it once. It was very clearly not a catch.
Dude, I could not believe, like, now they said on TV the replay booth should be the ones reviewing it, but Sharon Moore has challenge ability. That needed to be challenged. Like Sharon Moore needed to go on the fucking field. Something needed to happen. That was ridiculous. Like that was absolutely insane. In the NFL, you have spotters, you have people who phone down, let you know. I don't know if college they do or do not have. I do not know that answer. But in my opinion, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, that's what are we doing? Like, because that actually gave New Mexico momentum. So it is. I mean, it's. I don't know. I mean, the analysts, they said themselves the replay booth should have phoned down and halted the game. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, like, again, we won by 17 or whatever we won by, but
17, yeah.
Yeah, it is. It should not. That was a touchdown that should not have happened.
I agree, and it definitely makes the score and the game look a little closer than it actually was. I mean, it's pretty clear that Michigan had things well in hand, with the exception of time of possession, right? Time of possession and first downs were actually New Mexico, which I think is rare. Normally, Michigan, boa constrictor, we have time of possession usually almost every game. So that it was just a weird game in a lot of ways, and a little bit unlike what we've seen traditionally from Michigan, because the offense is what it feels like. The offense is what really carried the day. I mean, the defense there were some good plays. I'm not saying there weren't, but
the offense, to your point, John, very interesting. The offense won this game. Could you imagine for a moment, if we had Underwood last year?
Oh yeah, that's a playoff team.
Shit. Fuck. Oh well.
It's a playoff team.
Yeah, I know, man. Like, Jesus. But it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, like, if we had Chip Lindsey and Underwood last year, we might even win a natty. For real. Because we could beat Ohio State. We know that. So oh well, it is what it is. We'll see what we can do this year. I mean, next week's the test. We beat Oklahoma though, boys. I'm not worried about Nebraska. Washington will be a little challenge. USC, we'll see what's up. And then we got Ohio State. That's where we are.
Yep. So we do have quite a few super chats to hit before calls. Any final thoughts before we get there?
Yeah, dude, Underwood is absolutely all right. So I made a post on social media. Appreciate his first touchdown. Appreciate that drive. It's the first of many. We're about to watch this kid grow and develop in front of us. Appreciate every game, because I promise you, and you already know this, I know many people know what I'm about to say. You do not get this kind of player all the time. This is a unique, very talented, fucking 18 years old as of 11 days ago, talent who just stepped into a college football game and commanded it. Very impressive. Let's embrace it. We got 3 years minimally of this, or probably max, and it's probably gonna be the max. But let's enjoy the Underwood era. We are definitely in for a ride. It's not gonna be perfect. I guarantee he will make a mistake at some point, but let's enjoy the journey.
Facts, folks. We have super chats, and not only that, we are $55 away from a third hour, and that's with going up to $150 an hour. So 55. 50 to go. So thank you everybody for being part of it. Let's start with the first one. Ryan Hall, Barm out first half, Oklahoma bullshit call. Absolutely bullshit call.
Bullshit. Yeah, I don't like it, man. I don't understand. It was not intentional. It was not the crown. How do you kick a kid out like that? That's ridiculous to me.
Absolutely. Thank you, Ryan. And Ryan's got some additional ones down here too. So we appreciate you. Bulls in the house with the 20 burger. Justice Haynes running makes me hard. It's amazing. Michigan coming, never not coming. Okay, we don't pause here in this facility. No red, no green, no pauses.
Yeah, fucking not. Listen, no, Justice Haynes, boys. I told you. I'm telling you. I don't fucking lie to you. I tell you what I believe. I told you. Now Donovan McCoy did not show out today, but I think you saw his talent flash a little bit. Haynes is a real Haynes is RB1, baby. I mean, he's gonna be the guy, I think. He has big playability. It was good to see him flash. That's that's just where I'm at with it. We'll see how he does against Oklahoma's defense. Very good defense.
Facts. Yeah, I thought Justice Haynes did a fantastic job today. I thought he had vision, but let's also give a little bit of kudos
O-line
to the O line, and especially the right side of the O line.
Yep.
Really strong and opened up a lot of holes for Justice Haynes.
Yep.
O line played well today. I mean, Evan Link did go on his ass once. But and y'all knew I was going to mention that Evan Link went on his ass. But death taxes, Evan Link going on his ass. It's just all part of a day in the life. But overall, they did good. They did. So kudos there.
Hey, I want to share something if fucking StreamYard will allow me to.
Okay.
Check this out. So there are people who are very. So, all right, let's see. Is it sharing? Oh, yes, it is. Hold on. Before presenting the screen, remove the other media streams. What? Why is it not letting me add this to stage?
Oh, probably because Win Agency is queued up. Let me.
All right.
There you go.
So, actually, I'm going to pause this so we don't get copyright. But college sports only. Jay Sean Barham got ejected for this hit. It just put flags on QBs at this point. I wonder if I could play it, John. I don't know. I'm not going to, but copyright's a bitch on YouTube.
Yeah.
But long story short, people are very aware that this was a stupid call. I think it will get appealed. We'll see how it goes, John.
Yeah, I think it's going to be appealed. Personally, it just to me, it was too ambiguous, and there's just too much gray area there to keep him out for Oklahoma. Like, okay. You want to call it targeting. You want to have him out the rest of the game against the New Mexico Lobos. That's one thing. But to keep him out in Norman when we're really going to need him, I think Ward is going to, and I have my criticism about Ward, but I think he is going to try to appeal it. I do. GT's in the house with the 5. My thoughts, D coverage, stop holding jerseys, needs work. Play calling and ability to throw the ball puts us way ahead of last season. Yeah. There's some holds going on. There are some things going on that just seem like issues, weird discipline issues. That might be just because of the first game of the season.
I felt the biggest issue was a lack of pressure. I mean, how many sacks did we get as a team? Let me look real quick. So I think the whole night, and I know, and Troy Bowles got a nice sack at the end of the game, but sacks we got, it's not going to tell me. We got 1, 2, 3. We got 3 sacks. Not awful, but not.
Cole Sullivan, Troy Bowles, and Dominic Nichols.
Yeah, right. Yeah, who again, John? Not TJ Guy, not Derek Moore. Yeah. Not the guys you want to get sacks, the guys who are up and coming getting sacks. So something to monitor. I mean, it is something to monitor, but again, I don't want to overreact until next week. We will know more.
Absolutely. Thank you, GT, for being here. Longtime member and supporter. We got Michigander, who's also one of our mods and a member. New Mexico had 47 passing attempts for 208 yards.
Yep.
It's true. Yeah, the pass defense was rough today for
our defense had 3 interceptions. So that's a plus, right?
That is a plus. It's true.
I mean, look, I know people might be a little like, oh, damn, New Mexico got 17 points. I mean, really, they got 10. That one drive should not have happened. Right. Would we be complaining about the defense if it was 34-10? I mean, just so you know, my prediction when we talked with our guy on Tuesday from the Albuquerque Journal was, I think it was 42-10, but initially I was thinking 38-10. I mean, we're okay. I mean, again, it's the first game of the year. We're not going to show everything.
Right. It's definitely, you're leaving a lot in the playbook because you're about to go to Norman, Oklahoma. So you gotta play your cards close to the vest. At this point, by the way, for anybody on X, we're gonna turn X off. Go ahead and head over to YouTube or head over to Twitch. So YouTube or Twitch. We've got the links in both of our accounts.
John, fuck Twitch. If you're on Twitter, come to YouTube. If you're on Twitch,
come to YouTube. Come to YouTube.
Join the party. Get in the comment section.
Come to YouTube.
That stream will be ending shortly.
Boom. So here we go with a direct call out for my Samaj Morgan takes. So the bull with the 499, Samaj Morgan went to bed every night this year with John D'Adamo and others, by the way. Elijah Bowman is somewhere here, whispering, "You're not good enough." He took that. You're not enough. He took that serious today. Well, okay. Let me say this. Samaj Morgan, I thought in his opportunities today, he did fine. He did fine. Now, do I think that 33 yards, 4 receptions is amazing? No. Do I think that the tight end getting triple the amount of yards is necessarily a good look? No. Is there room for improvement? Absolutely, there's room for improvement. But did he do what he was asked today? Yes.
Outside of the muffed punt, I thought he played. Right. I thought he played within the offense. I thought he did his job. Listen, he had 14 yards rushing. I thought he was a useful, option. I thought he looked fairly good out there. I like this. I was thinking to myself here, what's wild? As good as Bryce Underwood played, could you imagine if we had wide receivers who can get separation? Because Bryce was throwing those balls where the receivers can get it. I mean, I'll tell you, bro. I mean, we have something. I'm gonna tell you, boys. We got something very. I mean, I know you know, but something very special, and we got it. So,
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, he'll make the receivers look better. I'll tell you this. I think McCauley is going to be in for some big games. Samaj played good. Fred Moore let me down. Goodwin. I mean, Goodwin had what? 49
yards.
49 yards
for two receptions. Yeah.
Now, hopefully he's not injured because I saw he got hurt. He was kind of holding that shoulder. But yeah, I mean, it's Samaj did what he needed to. Don't muff the punt though. And I'd like to see Andrew Marsh, even though I know Andrew Marsh messed up too. I would like to see Andrew Marsh do punt return duties.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this. There is an element of just giving lots of people the ball. So like Bryce Bryce threw it to Klein for 6 for 93. Goodwin had 2 for 49. Samaj had 4 for 33. Donovan McCauley 4 for 31. Kendrick Bell got 1 for 30. And even Justice Haynes and Jordan Marshall and Max Bredesen got into the action today. So part of it is he gave a lot of people the ball, and that's actually not a terrible thing, right? Because what that shows is that he's not over relying on one receiver. Right. This receiving target. He's distributing the ball, and that's going to make him even more popular in the locker room when he's giving as many people as he can the ball when they're open, when it makes sense. Right. So yeah, as far as Samaj Morgan, I think he did what was asked, and I think that's a step up. And let's see what happens against Oklahoma. But kudos to him for doing what was asked. Matt Rowley, member for 3 months. Thank you. Needs to be a lot cleaner. Ohio is not good. 14 points. What the fuck is that? And Bryce is going to be a legend by the time he is drafted number 1. Yeah. Ohio State looks beatable. They absolutely look beatable. They look like if the defense can get their shit together and get the right edge rushers in there, Julian Sain might be running for his life. And all right. So what? All right. Let's fucking do. All right. Who looked better today, Sain or Underwood? Now again, Underwood.
And now Garrison's probably motherfucker. Yes, Texas defense is better than New Mexico's. We know that. But Underwood looks, just from the eye test, looks better than Sain. So we'll see, man. I mean, like, the defense has to get a little tighter here. I think they will. Underwood or Wink Martindale will find his, he'll find his rhythm. But next week we'll know more. That's just where we are with it.
Absolutely. Let's go to Dean with the 5. Underwood looked comfortable, but the refs were horrendous. Fuck Ohio. Facts.
Yeah. No,
Facts.
the refs. Yeah, I mean I thought the refs
for his first game, folks. He just turned 18. He just had his senior prom.
Yeah.
He looked like JJ circa 20. He looked like this guy on my wall circa 2022 at times.
Better. I mean, dude, Bryce looks fucking unbelievable. I mean, he for his very first game in the lights, nationally televised, there was not a single dude. He looks like a junior. He does not look like a freshman in his first game. And there's no one arguing that. There's not a I know. There's not an Ohio State fan or a Spartan that watched that game and said, "Oh shit, he's not." No, you watch that game and you're like, "Oh, this kid's real." Like Underwood, he looked every bit of all the hype. And what mistake did Underwood make tonight? There was drops. He had a 67% completion percentage. There was like five drops. Like Fred Moore, that shit was in your hands. Marlon Klein had one in his hands.
The only thing I would say is some of the throws were a little under or over.
Maybe two.
But like that's ticky-tack. Like he was
on the run.
He was good today.
He was on the run on those. There was one where he threw it against his body. It was a little sloppy. But I mean, he was putting that ball only where his receivers could get it. He was very good. Now, again, I know there's probably a rival or even a Michigan fan like, well, let's see how he does against a better defense. I don't disagree. We're going to, again, next week, Oklahoma is a top 20 defense. We're going to learn a lot next week. So we'll see what's up.
Absolutely. Folks, thank you for bringing us. We're just $39 away from our third hour of the show. We're going 3 hours today. If we Max, so go ahead and hit that up and get us to the third hour of the show here. Let's go to our next one. There's people, everybody's been so cool today. Railroad Journeys. Thank you for being the newest Connor Stallions Espionage member. Thank you.
Yeah,
appreciate that a lot. It's our highest level of membership, endorsed by Connor Stallions himself. Nick's in the house with the $1.99. Nate Marshall is him. Look, he had limited opportunities to do anything today, but in every opportunity he maximized it. Absolutely.
The fact that he, as a true freshman, got repetition, like that's not normal. It's not normal for a true freshman to get rotation, even if it's a non-conference weak opponent. That does not fucking happen. Like that's not a normal situation. Like I was actually amazed, and then someone asked, and I know we're gonna get a super chat about asking about Shamari Earls.
Right.
I didn't see Shamari Earls play, which it baffles me. I saw Jaden Sanders play, which is interesting. The amount of freshmen who played in this game was very encouraging because they looked good. They didn't look out of place. Nate Marshall, again, there is, and somebody said it, and I wish I could give credit, but I can't remember who said it. I think Ballas, but I could be wrong. Again, Nate Marshall is expected to be the next great pass rusher at Michigan. Dominic Nichols is another one. There's a lot of excitement behind too.
Yeah. There were a lot of freshmen who played in the end, although I will say the starters stayed in longer than we all expected, right?
Yeah,
I don't think anybody thought Bryce was going to be playing at the end of the fourth quarter. I thought Jaden would be in there by then.
Yes, I did, but I'm okay with it. He give it to him.
Give him reps.
I loved that he did not run with the football. Like I love that he did not do anything he shouldn't. I was just so happy. I'm watching the game tomorrow, man. I got it recorded. I'm watching it again tomorrow.
Yeah,
I cannot wait to. I was just like on a scale of 1 to 10, like how great was Underwood compared to my expectations, dude? He was like a fucking 8. Like I'll be honest, guys. Like I had a phone call with Garrison earlier today. My concern was we were overhyping Underwood, and he was going to need a little bit of time to adjust to the speed of the game. Wrong. Underwood is without question ready.
Yeah.
Ready. Like it's wonderful to see. Now I'm like, fuck. I wish we had more. I wish we had better receiving options for him, because I'm watching that game and I'm like, you know what? Imagine if these receivers were able to get more separation. Underwood could do it. Underwood, bro, he really could be on some Trevor Lawrence shit.
I think his ceiling is unlimited.
If we had receivers like Clemson had, or even like just a better caliber of receiver, dude, Underwood could do some very impressive things as a freshman. I think he still will. I think he'll make the most of what we have. Obviously, Marlon Klein stepped up. Davin McCoy looks like a really good player. And Andrew Marsh, we'll see when he's ready. But I'm Haynes and Underwood, they look so good today. I'm just very excited about it.
Yeah. Elisha says welcome. Of course, Elisha with the wide receiver super chats. Welcome Fred Moore to the transfer portal, and this might have sealed it. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, the drops continue. The drops continue. I'm sorry, bro. It was right in your fucking hands, man. Like, I mean, and like, look, I know there's someone watching, like, because I know there are Michigan fans, so just please bear with me if you're upset with any of these comments, but I understand you are a Michigan fan. You love all these players, but like at the end of the day, like you got to produce. End of the day, Fred Moore has got to catch that ball. He did the same exact thing in the spring game, which is why Channing Goodwin is starting over him.
Right.
And also, we are now in the era where these kids are making money. The pressure's a little bit more, and you got to. Listen, it's a results business. It's just what it is. It's a results business. You got to make the plays, especially when it's in your flipping hands, bro. So we'll see. I don't know. One game, we'll see if Fred Moore can get it together.
Folks, we're $35 away from our third hour. We got Ryan Hall, who was just gifted 5 Michigan at the Voice of College Football memberships.
Thank you, Ryan.
The chat's going too fast and furious for me to figure out who those 5 people are. Go ahead and hit the refresh button. Enjoy your emojis if you got one. Thank you, Ryan, for always being here, always supporting us. Killer Panda, one of my favorite, by the way, this is one of my favorite avatar name combos that's out there. Our defense is suspect.
Maybe.
Ooh, maybe.
I don't know. I think
it's too early to make that call, I feel like. Yeah. Remember when we did that remember when I think we all of us, including myself, rushed to some judgment. I think part of that was because Wink was figuring out the college game, though. He's figured it out now. Now it's a question of putting the right pieces in place, and that's why I think Wink is rotating so much. The reason Wink is rotating, it's partly to keep guys fresh, but I vaguely recall it even being mentioned in the broadcast at some point. Like, Wink wants to see who's going to play, and the depth chart is going to change every single week to reflect how practice went the previous week, and then the depth chart's going to change to reflect that. So the defense is in flux. Yeah. The defense, they still don't know who every single position is. It's going to change from now till week 12.
All right. So look, this, and I am not bullshitting you. I'm not saying this as a Michigan fan. So it's like, I am not lying to you. I don't do that. In my opinion, we can make a more accurate judgment on the defense after week 2. We have got to allow this defense to play a real opponent and see, because next week, Wink Martindale is not going to hold back the playbook. The playbook is going to be more available next week. This week, you do not show your cards. This is strategy, right? So we have an opponent that is far more, I would say, dangerous than New Mexico. So you do not show everything you can do now because you don't want that on tape. Next week we will see what this defense can really do. And after next week we can give a far better judgment on what we think this defense could be. Now, even if next week the defense does not play elite, remember last year where the defense improved throughout the year. That's very possible too. So I just want to say, I think right now we need to be in observation mode and take a cautious approach to it. We can be aware. Like, I think we are all very aware the defense did not play to the level we expect it to. The defense should play at a higher level. We all expect that. But right now, I think it's just too early to be concerned. I think we just need to be aware, and we'll see next week where it is. If this continues, if next week this defense is getting gouged, then go for it. I think we can be concerned next week.
Ryan Hall says Michigan QB struggle over, and I'm gonna say
Over. Done.
Okay.
What?
I'm gonna reserve. What? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna reserve a slight amount. Like, let's see what happens in Norman, Oklahoma.
No, it's done.
Because this was against New Mexico.
It was.
And New Mexico played above their weight. And I said that at the beginning. I thought they did well. But let's see what happens against an SEC opponent on the road at night. Okay. If he plays like 90% as well as he did today, I'm with you, Ryan.
Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna get an identical performance by Underwood, but I do think. Listen, here's my opinion. It's over. Because here's why. You got Bryce Underwood, and then the next quarterback is either going to be Brady Smeagol or Peter Bork. And then after that, it's Donald Tabron. So even though he's not committed yet, I think – so you know what, John? I'm going to be the one. John's taking the cautious, probably responsible approach. I am going to be the one who's going to be like – I'm going to be like many of you. I'm all in, baby. Fuck it. We got it. We're good. Fuck it. No more quarterback problems. Our issues might be potentially defense, hopefully not. Yeah. And we'll see about the offensive line, left tackle, Evan Link, figure it the fuck out.
I will say this. I think it's a tremendous upgrade at quarterback.
Yeah. I
think it's a tremendous upgrade.
Oh, well, we know that. I mean, it's not even a question, you know. Yeah, we know that. Listen,
yeah.
I'll tell you right now. We have our quarterback. We know that. Listen, we all know, and then John knows that too. John's not saying we don't. Oh, Adam Lamparello's here.
Oh, snap.
All right, so
Oh, snap.
Oh, fuck. I forgot he texted me.
All right, let me keep hitting these. Dominic, go blue. Defense worries me for next week. Great show as always. Let's see what happens with the defense. I think Wink has some things up his sleeve. I mean, let's remember that this is the same defensive coordinator who held Ohio to 13 or to 10 and Alabama to 13.
Exactly, John. Thank you. And look, and then you're like, and then somebody's like, well, we had Kenneth Graham, Mason Graham, and yes, we did. But not against Alabama. We had the same defense, the same guys we got now is who we helped. And I know Alabama looked like shit today. But again, it's too early. It's too early, in my opinion. And I don't know everything, but I'm right more than I'm wrong. A little patience. That's all I stress on the defense. Just a little patience right now.
Yeah, absolutely. People asking for the call-in link. The call-in link is in the description of the video. So it's at the very top of the description. You'll be able to find it from there. And feel free to post it. I'll post it here. Keep in mind, we already have a pretty stacked queue of 5-minute calls that we're going to be taking. We still have another 30 super chats to get through, and then we'll take calls, and we'll do our 5-minute rapid fire. Elisha, Team Haynes with a huge dub. Team Haynes, listen, Justice Haynes balled out today, but I'm not giving up on Jordan Marshall. I think they can be still a really good 1A, 1B, but I think today did prove Haynes is the starter, and Marshall is the number 2 kind of 1B. And that's fine, by the way, completely fine, because that means the best player won out, and that's what we want at Michigan. The best player plays, period. And then Jordan will be utilized. And by the way, Micah was out there. They're for a play or two. Our friend of the program, Micah Kopina. We're gonna probably see some others too.
It was nice to see Micah get that. That was a horse. By the way, that was a fucking horse collar.
Mm-hmm.
That was another missed flag. He got horse collar. What is that bullshit?
Yeah. The reffing today, it felt off. I'll just say that. It felt off. Let's see. Team Haynes. All right. This is Cliff and Mac, right? So we've got $2. Shit. Cliff and Mac.
That is Mac.
That's Mac. Takeaway trick plays and refs. Game ends 34-3.
There's truth to it.
There is truth.
Actually, that board. I mean, at least 34-10, at least. But I mean, listen, it is. I'll be honest too, though. Can I be honest?
Yeah.
we are not Ohio State. It is what it is. We got to own it. Accountability is what we're gonna listen on this channel. We own our shit. It was 34-17. We could have played better. We need to play better.
Yeah, 100%. Nick says Michigan had to beat New Mexico and the refs tonight. Hey, Nick, it's not the first time, and it won't be the last time. That's just how it goes sometimes.
Yeah.
Detroit Kyle, Bryce is that man. I agree.
Bro,
I mean, listen, dude. I'm being a little. All I was saying is just a little bit of. I'm just leaving a little bit of reservation. But I think he's the best. I think he's the best we've had since JJ for sure, and easily. And I think he could surpass JJ.
I'm gonna say right now he's better than JJ. He's better than JJ. He's better than JJ. Now let me just say this though, senior or junior year, was it junior or I don't even remember. JJ's final year was a better overall product because obviously maturity, understanding of the game. He learned how to win. Underwood's now going to go through that growth process. We are going to see that learning curve for Underwood, but skill wise, Underwood's better. Fuck it. I don't even give a fuck. Guess what? I don't care. I'm not even trying, and I'm not being hyperbolic. I'm just calling it what it is. Now, I tried to be a bit cautious in the offseason, John, but I just watched what I watched, and I'm not going to lie to anybody. I'm not going to be reserved either. I do expect Underwood to have a moment where he's 18. Okay, he's going to force some throws. There was words in camp that one of the negatives with Underwood in camp is he forced a few throws that caused interceptions. Right. That's going to happen because he has confidence in his arm. But we are going to listen. We are in a special window, and it's going to be a good time. That's all I have to say about it. It's going to be a good time.
Tweeksikin asks, what do you think is the likelihood that the targeting call is challenged and overturned? I think it's pretty likely that that Ward will get Barham playing for Oklahoma.
They will appeal it. I don't know. I don't know about how.
We don't know for sure. We're not going to report as fact that it's getting overturned, but
because it's bullshit, and I want Barham. I need my best guys there next week. I need them. I need Barham there.
Thank you, Tweeksikin, by the way, for the 10 and the membership. Ryan Hall also with the membership and the 10 and the 20 burger. Bryce looked 100 times better than I thought he would look. Yeah, he did look better. I mean, I thought he'd be making more mistakes. Absolutely. Agree.
Bro, I'm going to watch the game again tomorrow. I watched the game tonight with my family and some friends. And my neighbor Marty came over, and he might even be watching right now, so shout out to him. But he does not look like a fucking 18-year-old freshman, man. Mm-hmm. He does not. Now we will see next week. Like I'll say this. If he looks anything like today, like next week, then fuck it. Yeah. Go all in. Let your heart, go all in because it's unbelievable. But listen, we're going against a very good defense next week. We'll see what's up.
And Ryan Hall, with another 5 gifted memberships. Everybody, Ryan Hall is tonight's Oprah, and everybody gets a membership, and I love it. And thank you, Ryan, for stepping up into that role. AJ Cooper with the 5, clean up the penalties. They will be just fine. Excited about next week. I'm excited about next week too. I think Michigan has a shot to go into Norman, Oklahoma and take this victory.
Now I got to wait fucking 6 days, bro.
6 days.
Fuck.
Yeah, I know.
So far.
And another from Elijah Bowman. Channing Goodwin in one game had more yards than Tyler Morris in any game. Wow. And any game ever? Even like the Alabama game?
Holy shit. Hey.
Wait a minute. We're gonna have to do some research here.
Hold on. No, listen, Elijah's like anything I've ever had to research with Elijah, he's been right.
Yeah.
Like fucking everything. I literally all off season, I've had 8 times I've had to research shit.
Yeah.
He's not been wrong one time. So, but I just want to make an announcement. If anyone's rocked with our show and has watched us all off season, I made $1,000 bet. I made a $1,000 bet. Okay. And now many of you will be like, well, that's a silly, when I tell you what the bet is, you're gonna be like, well, that's silly. But that's not the point. The point is, and here's the bet. The bet was, is Bryce Underwood going to start? Okay, it was that simple. Okay, so we put $1,000 on it at the end of the day. Long story short, Adam Lamparello, man of his word, fucking just paid. I just got paid $1,000, bro. So shout out to you, bro. Appreciate you. Man of his fuck. I'll tell you right now. Here's my thought. I'm gonna tell you right. So I make bets with people. I will always pay my fucking bets if I'm wrong. I will always own my shit if I'm wrong. I will always take my L's. And when I ever encounter individuals who do the same thing, you have my respect, because we live in a world where a lot of people don't do that shit. So shout out to you, respect you, appreciate you, and all love, man.
Let's go. Okay, yeah, you know what, Adam? I figured he would. He's a good dude.
Adam. Listen, Adam is a good dude, and I knew. Listen, when I made the bet with Adam, I knew, because he's good. He's good people.
Nick with the 5. Mikey Keene ever having a chance was another gaslighting narrative. I don't want.
Well, hold on. Let me read it. Hold on.
Yeah.
I'll read it. Mikey Keene ever having a chance was another gaslighting narrative peddled by the one and only.
Yeah. Told you TJ Underwood him.
Okay. Well, all right. So let me just. So I did. So let me take a small L. I don't take many. I did, before spring ball started, said I anticipate Mikey Keene to be QB1, and I thought they would ease in Bryce Underwood until he is comfortably confident. So my expectation before spring ball even happened, and this was before we even knew about the Mikey Keene injury. We had no idea.
Right.
I thought week 1 Mikey Keene would start. This was like in February, mind you. I thought week 1 Mikey Keene would start, and they would ease in Bryce Underwood at like a 70-30 play rotation. Well, fucking wrong. Okay. And 4 weeks into spring ball, it was, and my word was undeniable. Bryce Underwood he was undeniable. Like, all word out of camp was he just looked very impressive. All word through fall camp is Bryce Underwood got better by the week. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, the Mikey Keene thing, by the way, he's still not 100% healthy. So that's very interesting.
Yeah.
Like, that's
he was throwing out there today, but he's still not 100%.
I'll share this. The injury, from what I've heard, is a torn muscle in the shoulder. They expected that thing to be healthier sooner. It took longer to recover. So we'll see. But at the end of the day, guys, Underwood that's who we wanted. It's who it is. So it's all good.
Absolutely. Sean Garner with a little super chat here. You guys got Temu Chip. Okay. Because I said the thing about Chip earlier, and that Ohio State got a chip, and then we got a chip. I don't know if I don't think Lindsey is Temu anything. Did you see what he did in 2023? Did you see what he did in 2024 without the same level of quarterback play? Still kept them at I'd say a pretty solid level. Leaned on the run a lot heavier, but. Like, even if we had 2024 UN North Carolina offense, last year is a playoff team. Even after Drake May went to the NFL,
bro. If you give me Mikey Keene last year, I'm on we got a playoff team. I cannot wait for a 12-team playoff. I'll be honest. I cannot wait for a home playoff game. I might even go
at the big house. Let's go.
I might go. I'm not gonna say I will, but I might.
Fire up the cocoa, the spiked cocoa, and
exactly, bro. And I'll be doing like post game on the way home from the shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm down.
Skewed Lemons with the 2. Donovan McCulley underwhelming.
No, you think so?
I don't think so. I think he was covered.
I think
when you're in the X position, you get covered a lot. Listen, I think that's part of it.
McCauley was 4 for 31. Okay, so here's why I'm not underwhelmed. I thought when he got the ball, you could see the talent. You could see it. I do not. And listen, let me just also stress this. Just like I've said, and I am not selling you a bill of goods. But Michigan is not going to show their cards or open their playbook against New Mexico. It's not going to happen. Next week, that playbook will be far more used, and we will see more next week. We will see more next week, and obviously further. New Mexico is not the game you start using more advanced play concepts. This is a more simplified playbook, more vanilla. Donovan McCulley, in my opinion, and we'll find out. We will find out together. But I think we're okay there, and I think McCulley flashed a little bit when he got the opportunity.
Yeah. It's early, and I think he was covered a lot. And I think when the X is covered a lot, then you go to the tight end more, then you go to the slot receiver more, then you go to the Z more. Like, that's just how it goes.
Well, I'll say this too. Like, if you look at McCulley, and when he did get the ball, he looks like an NFL wide receiver to me. Mm-hmm. That's what I think. So we'll see. I mean, we'll find out together. I mean, like, I'm not. If I'm wrong, I'll admit it, but I don't think I am.
Bull is asking, will Elijah kiss Samaj's cleats today? I think it's.
I don't know.
It's fair to say.
Did we get Elijah's take on Samaj?
We did later in the super chats here. So I don't want to spoil it.
And for those who don't know, anyone who's new to the channel or anyone who's to the show, Elijah is very critical of our wide receivers, but he's blue through and through.
Joe with the 8 penalties to 1. It does concern me that the refs were so lopsided. They gave confidence to New Mexico, and their team knew they weren't going to call us for anything. Bryce Underwood needs to stop keying on Klein. I don't know about that. I think he did. I think Klein was. Here's the thing. Bryce was most likely coached by Chip Lindsey to take what the defense gave him. If Klein was the guy most open and most accessible, I don't know if that's keying. Because if it was keying, then it would be all Klein, like it was like last year when Colston Loveland had almost all the passing yards and then no one else got. Like, this isn't like that. I mean, Klein did get the most, but then it was pretty well distributed to Channing Goodwin, to Morgan, to McCauley, to Bell. All of them were at the 30 and up passing yardage. So, like, I don't think it was keying. I think it was Chip Lindsey schemed it where the tight end would be open more often. Like, it's a play called the tight end option. You can play it yourself in NCAA.
Yeah, I mean, I think again, I think. Listen, a tight end is known as a quarterback's best friend. It's the easy out. It's typically a shallower route or an immediate throw option. So, again, we are week 1. Let's allow more data before we can I feel like I can't give a true analysis on some of this shit because, guys, and I know you guys know this. Like, I'm not telling you things. Many of you know this, but like, this playbook is very limited right now. This they are not going to expose. They're not going to show their hand before they play an opponent like Oklahoma. And I don't think Klein getting. I mean, guys, at the end of the day, we scored 34 points. Like, the offense did what it needed to do. I don't have any complaints offensively. If there was a complaint, it would be that I wish Evan Link do not let a fucking defensive player touch my quarterback.
Yeah,
if any defensive player touches my quarterback, then we have a problem.
Right.
That's it. Other than that, we did okay today. We did very well today.
I agree. I don't think anyone can complain at all with the amount of we had 452 yards of offense.
Yeah, I mean, dude,
you can't complain about that.
It was a good day. It was a good day. It was a perfect no, but it was a good day. It was a good day.
Elijah says Michigan is the only team out of 136 teams that will rotate the entire depth chart in the first quarter. Sarcastic. Stop letting off the gas. Meh.
Yeah, when they were up, was it? They were up like what, 14 or 17 to nothing.
Yeah.
14. It did seem like Michigan kind of like went a little lackadaisical for a moment. Then they got punched in the mouth and they had to figure it out. So, I mean, I don't disagree with that point.
Yeah, it's so hard because it's like, I understand where the coaches are coming from with this one, player management and all that, but it was a little early to do that. Wait till you're up 3 or 4 touchdowns, then go into player management a little bit more. But that's just me. But I get why they did it. And look, I think that the game plan here was to win the game, period, and like get out and like be as healthy as possible going into Norman, Oklahoma. Because I think they really want, they wanted to. Sharon is all about it's about this game. It's about beating New Mexico. But in reality, like, you could beat New Mexico with some backups. Now they were good. Like I said,
hard.
they did much better than we thought.
They played hard.
But,
Good for them.
like, the whole idea was to stay healthy for Oklahoma. And I for the most part, I think that they succeeded in that. So.
Right. And look, and now let me just say this to that point, John. We beat Oklahoma next week.
Yeah.
Bro. Playoffs. Okay. Everything's on the fucking table.
Everything.
Let's go. Everything.
Especially with Ohio looking kind of weak.
Well, I don't know. I don't want to say they looked weak. You think they look all right? We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it later, I'm sure.
Okay.
All
right. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Spread and Smash in Michigan coming. That's right, Bull. And you too can get a Spread and Smash t-shirt now with our new merch store. So check that out.
That's the first thing I thought of. So there will, just so you, and everybody knows, so we did launch a merch store. We have some products. There will be more.
Yep.
We have a technical issue, which is limiting our merchandise options. But as the season goes on, we will have more merchandise. Looking forward to push that more and show you guys some of the apparel we've designed. We have some fun ideas. Looking forward to getting some of your guys' ideas as well to help us build that store.
Absolutely. Elijah with the 2. And by the way, we have unlocked our third hour. So thank you to Michigander for being the one to make it happen. So because of Michigander and everyone else's participation, we're going 3 hours. Jets wide receiver screens, 33 yards. Samaj is the same. Well, I do agree that they did a lot of the same type of gadget in some areas. I do.
Elijah,
I mean,
yeah, but I'm going to respectfully disagree. I think Samaj looked better today. I think he looked a little quicker.
I agree with that too.
Samaj Morgan is going to be more. I mean, listen, Elijah, I think you would agree with me. Maybe you don't. Let me know. I think Samaj Morgan, out of just because we have an improved quarterback and offensive coordinator. I mean, I think this is truthful in itself, but Samaj Morgan will be more productive than last year. But I do think, Samaj Morgan's not a player you build your offense around, but he is a complement, and I think you can be productive with Samaj Morgan. I think when you have a Marlon Klein who really showed out today, and you have a Donovan McCoy with a Justice Haynes, you have some weapons, right? Like, it looks like we have about 3 weapons right now, and then you have some other guys who could potentially be contributors, like Samaj Morgan, maybe Goodwin, maybe Andrew Marsh. So at the end of the day, he just needs to do his job, and I think he's going to do pretty good this year. He looked good, man. He just do not muff a fucking punt, though.
Right.
Like, that's a no-no. Figure it out, bro.
Yeah,
he did that shit last year too.
All right, here's what I will say. I think Samaj himself as a player looked better. Yes,
I agree.
Do I think that Chip utilized him in similar ways as to what?
I don't know what you did.
Do I think that he utilized it in similar ways as Kirk Campbell did today? Yeah, I do. So I think it's a combination there. Let's keep rolling here at Michigan at the Voice of College Football. Again, we are going 3 hours. We've got our post-game show sponsored by the Win Agency. Elijah with the 5. The fact that O'Leary didn't play means our wide receiver room is good. They were getting separation. Channing Goodwin is better than Morris and Moore. Yeah, I think all of that is valid. No issues with any of that.
Yeah. I want to play the clip, and shout out to my guy Philip Buford. I think he's watching it now. So he's an Ohio State fan.
Oh, nice.
Shout out to Buckeye Battle Cry too, our guy Rob. The video of that offensive lineman running from Ernest Houseman is fucking hilarious. I wish we could play it. That is such an amazing clip.
Oh yeah, when he's running away and he's like,
that is so funny. It's so
yeah,
funny.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Bull says New Mexico's quarterback felt like he just went 10 rounds in UFC. Ice up, respect. Yeah,
bro,
I have a lot of respect for him.
Yep. Any dude, I love football. 2, I love players who fucking just, bro, he was willing to die on the field. I love that shit. Man. shout out to New Mexico, bro. They came to play, so good for them, bro. You know, like at the end of the day, they came to play. And the quarterback, I thought, played with a lot of guts tonight. So, you know, shout out to him.
Let's see. Chris. This might be a first time super chat. I don't think I've seen this person before. Thank you so much for the super chat, Chris. I didn't know that New Mexico was allowed to bring their own referees. That is what it felt like, isn't it?
Well, they were, from my understanding, they were Mountain West referees, which by the way, I thought, and correct me, and someone in this the comments, let me know. But I was watching the what was it? Was it the Alabama game or fuck? No. Was it the Ohio State game where they had SEC referees? I thought you had to get a different conference as referees when you have, you know, different conferences playing against one another. The fact that Mountain West was the referee, like, what the fuck is that? Why would we not have we should have had an ACC crew or a Big 12 crew.
Big 12, yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand. I thought that's how it was supposed to be, but today I noticed there was some, you know, mutual referee team, you know, games today.
Yeah, crazy. Caden Underwood looks like Tom Brady in the pocket. Okay.
And
all right.
For those who don't know, Caden, for one, Caden is a shit talker, and for two, he's a Buckeye fan. So the fact that he feels Underwood looked good that well today. I mean, listen, I mean, he did though. I mean, at the end of the day, Underwood looked extremely composed in the pocket. We should be very excited about this.
Yep. Evan Link Revenge Tour 1-0 from Elisha. Yeah. Evan Link looked, I'd say he had good moments today.
Yeah, he had one bad play.
He had one real bad play where he was on his ass. But like, and I make fun, but I do think overall he did fine. Yeah.
We'll see. I don't know. I'm still regarding the offensive line, I'm kind of like, we'll wait and see. We'll see. I need a better opponent.
The right-hand side of the O-line did well, I thought. I thought they created good separation for Justice Haynes to do his thing. Like, in order for the run to be as successful as it was, you have to have somewhat good gaps being created by the O-line. And so I think that overall, yes. Railroad Journeys, I don't think Shamari Earls played. He wasn't listed on any of the stat lines that I see. I didn't see him out there. Could he have maybe shown up in like a package somewhere that I missed? Yeah.
But I am trying to find the PFF grades to see reps, but the Michigan ones are not uploaded yet. So we got to wait.
Yep. Let's see. Elisha, when Bryce threw that touch pass to Klein near the sideline, started sticking his tongue out and smiling, I was like, this kid is different. I love that touch pass. I love his passing in general. His passing is just so crisp. It gets out there. It has velocity, but it's not so much velocity that you can't catch the ball.
As a Matthews, I live in Michigan, and there's a lot of Michigan, you know, people who live in Michigan watching this. Listen, there was a time when a lot of people hated Matt Stafford. I was always a Matt Stafford truther, and he won a Super Bowl, so take that. I see Matt Stafford he's got a Matt Stafford arm, bro. And Matt Stafford is one of the best arms ever in the NFL. So, dude, Bryce Underwood's arm's that's a special arm, bro. He literally could throw the ball and you wouldn't be able to see it. Like, it's crazy. So excited to watch it. Excited to continue to watch that. I'll say that.
Absolutely. Elisha, I don't think we have a clear CB1. Ooh.
I don't know. I think Jair Hill's
Jair's kind of solidified. Was he perfect today? No. But
all right. I mean, but like to Elijah's point, is he Will Johnson?
No.
Not many are.
Not many are.
But I will say Shamar, just, you know, even though he didn't play, Shamar Earls is expected to kind of be that next one.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know why Jaden Sanders got maybe Shamar Earls is a little nicked up. I don't know. But Jaden Sanders did get run. Shamar Earls did not. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's weird. AJ Ransom says secondary got cooked. Pass rush was weak. Yeah, I mean we've been kind of talking about the secondary and pass rush issues. I think cooked is a little strong. You can't be cooked and cause 3 interceptions.
Like we weren't cooked, but it was
3 sacks.
There was some leakage. But I wasn't that terrible. I mean, again, like imagine if that one drive didn't happen.
Yeah.
The one where that catch wasn't a catch. Those numbers wouldn't be, like, so for example, for anyone who was curious, they had 217 yards passing. So, I mean, obviously you don't want to see anything above 200, north of 200, right. But if that one catch doesn't happen, they probably don't get to 200 yards.
Yeah. 200
now I'm
is
sounding
when
like
you
a
start
Buckeye.
to.
I fucking hate when I do. I'm not doing it. We're gonna own it. We're gonna own it. It happened. So it is what it is.
Happened.
We gotta do better.
Elisha, after rewatching the game, Donovan Edwards snuck in the game and wore a 23 jersey at running back. Ouch. Yeah, look, that's cold. For many reasons, because I think the Don.
So Elijah's
I have respect for the Don.
Elijah officially is a Jordan Marshall hater.
Wow. Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I mean, look, Jordan Marshall. Listen, I am surprised. I'll be real. All right, so let's just fucking be real. I am surprised that Jordan Marshall did not show more. I'm surprised. I am not surprised that Justice Haynes balled out. I fully anticipate Justice Haynes ball. That's why I fully anticipate Donovan McCauley balling out. I think both of them are going to ball out this year. Underwood has definitely already exceeded my expectations. So, we'll see where it goes. But Marshall, one game at a time right now. One game at a time.
Nick says the refs cost Michigan 21 points. Thoughts on Arch?
My thoughts on fucking Arch Manning, and I'm not even being a bitter Michigan fan. Like dude, he looks so uncomfortable. He looks so bro, when he tried to throw, his arm looks not good.
Yeah, the throwing motion is so weird. It's like he doesn't go completely into his throw. It's like a zip.
You know what blows my mind is that like Arch Manning was kind of the Bryce Underwood 2 years ago. And he's had 2 years of development. And listen, Matt Miller, he may or may not be watching. I don't know, because I've already kind of talked some shit to him. That don't look good. They got a problem. Arch Manning there's a fucking problem with that off. Like, and I know it's week 1, and I understand teams do get better week to week, but I am not impressed at all. I think Arch, I'll be real. Underwood, and I said it on social media. I'll say it right now. Bryce Underwood is better than Arch Manning. That's done. So. That's fucking done. Clear. Debate me all you want. It's done. Underwood is by far the better prospect than Arch Manning. Done.
If his last name wasn't Manning, he'd be a 2-star. Probably backing up at a maybe a G5 program.
Well, his huddle tape. Listen, when he was coming out of high school, his huddle tape was good. It was, but like he don't look good in college. He don't. Yeah. But when he's in high school, his huddle tape was nice. I'm not gonna lie. Like I remember watching his huddle tape, and I was like, "Oh wow, man, there's another Manning coming. Like this kid looks really impressive." But like against, all right, then let's just say this. Actually, you know what? I'll wait till Garrison gets here.
Okay.
Oh, he left. Never mind. Fuck. I was gonna talk about Ohio State. I was giving some compliments.
I promise we're trying to get through these, but everybody's been so great.
Anyone on the line? I'm sorry. Anyone who's called in on the line, we are gonna get to you. I promise. Thank you for being patient.
Yeah. Dean is here with the 5. Brady Norton played well, I thought. Yes. Definitely outplayed Afobe. Yes. Fuck Ohio. Brady Norton played very well. I said the whole right side of the line did very well today.
Not one time do we hear Brady Norton's name, and that means you did your fucking job.
Yep.
I mean, Norton played, I would say Crippen, Norton, and Sprague had that one bad play. Giovanni El-Hadi, I thought, played well. Evan Link, it sucks. Andrew Babalola got hurt. I'll just say that. It sucks because Evan Link, in my opinion, is still the question mark.
Yeah. Cole is here. D a little shaky, but remember 7 came off a trick play. Yeah, it was a trick play, and the defense was confused and brought everybody try to get to the quarterback. Meanwhile, obviously they had a guy wide open. They played around with the quarterback. They played around with it. So it was definitely New Mexico and Kochek is kind of famous for those. It's something that we expected going in. We talked about it on the Tuesday preview that we expect a trick play or two to be coming, and it came.
Yeah, and I want to respond to Michigander. It's not that Evan Link played bad. It's that I need better. I got Bryce. Listen, I'm gonna be real with you guys right now, just so you know. You guys watch our show going forward. No one better touch Bryce Underwood. If you touch Bryce Underwood, I'm on your fucking ass. As somebody who is analyzing the team, do not touch Bryce Underwood. Like, if anyone, like, that means you are not doing your job. That's where I'm at. That's all. So just do a little better. Like, Link did good for 80%, 85%, 90% of the game today. Do not let Bryce Underwood get fucking hit.
The Bull, Adam, and that beautiful hair. He is an upstanding gentleman. I agree. Look,
respect.
He paid out. So that's and GT says the same thing. No. We're 3 hours today, GT. 3 hours.
That bet was made in January, non-related.
Yeah. But it is very cool that he paid it out.
Respect, man. I mean, shit.
Absolutely.
Of course. 1K, I'll take
it. ESPN is pissed that Jeremiah Smith is ruining their glazing agenda towards him. Yeah, I mean, listen, good defenses he has a problem.
We'll see.
Obviously,
I'll say those early drops were interesting. I'll say that. I mean, look, all right, let's just be. Jeremiah Smith is a great wide receiver.
Sure.
But
I agree.
He didn't play the greatest today. All right, one game. We'll see.
Tree Dog, we can throw passes again. Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can.
Guys, here's what's crazy. You guys ready? Our passing offense led our offense today. It was not the running offense. Even though, here's what's crazy, right? Even though Justice Haynes had 153 yards with a 9.9 average. Our passing offense by an 18-year-old freshman led the fucking team. What a beautiful, just like what a beautiful reality that is. Like, we are going to be we are going to get a balanced offense. I believe that.
Yeah. I mean, this is literally what we wanted. This is a balanced. We're not saying Ohio State, USC, sling it around all the time, but just
it's balanced.
Balanced so that way defenses have to factor for both.
I currently love Chip Lindsey. I'm gonna put it out there. I love you, Chip Lindsey.
Me too. And he did try a couple running back screens. They got kind of blown up.
I saw one. Yeah. And dude, I love the Micah Capana play.
Me too. Yeah,
that was nice.
Creative.
Horse fucking collar, motherfuckers. What's up with these refs? You want to call targeting, but you don't want to call horse collar? You fucking fucks.
I think they got maybe they got the Kansas City Chiefs Patrick Mahomes refs for this game. Yeah. I think that's probably what happened.
Sounds right.
Elijah Samaj claims that Campbell misused him, yet he looked the same thing. Here's Elijah's take. Samaj is not a deep threat nor an explosive player. He is a slow gadget player. I saw similar cons. See, here's the thing. I think two things can be true at the same time. That Chip called concepts that were similar to Kirk's for Samaj, and that also Samaj looked better. I think both are true.
All right, I'm going to say this right now. I think Samaj Morgan looks better. I think Samaj Morgan is going to be productive this year. I disagree. Elijah, I disagree. I love you, brother. You know that. We'll see. But I think Samaj Morgan looks better. I really do. And I'm not bullshitting you. Again, I don't do that. If I think someone's not good, I will tell you, like Evan fucking Link. But I think Samaj Morgan is going to be a productive, good player for us. We're going to find out, though. I liked McCauley, I liked Morgan, and I like Klein. We'll see who else steps up.
Absolutely. Michigander, Bryce didn't run the ball once. Well,
I love it.
I think he should, unless we were in a emergency situation where New Mexico was like beating us. Yeah. No, Bryce should not be running the ball against New Mexico.
Right. Don't.
Very vanilla play calling. After the first, we played in shotgun and under center. Second half was shotgun and pistol only. There was like one or two under center ace formation plays in the second half. I saw a couple. Only under center. Yeah, exactly. Only under center twice in the set. Yeah. So it was, I'm not saying it was a lot, but yeah.
Yeah.
Play calling was pretty vanilla, but we want that.
I do not want, and I've said this all off season, Underwood. I don't need hero ball. I need you to play within the game. Do not take unnecessary hits. He took that one hit at the end of the game, but he took it in such a way it wasn't an impactful hit. Unless it is Ohio State, the Big Ten championship, or the college football playoff, I do not need you to play hero ball. That time is going to come. And I'm going to tell you guys something too. I told you guys all off season, and it hasn't happened yet, but we got a taste of it today. I said there's going to come a moment where Bryce Underwood is going to lead a drive that's going to lead us to victory. Well, the next best thing happened where he led a 2-minute drive at the end of that half, and he got that touchdown because we needed it. And I'm going to tell you, that's fucking impressive. That is insanely impressive for a true fresh.
I agree.
It's not normal. This is not normal. So
No.
Again, let's appreciate what we have here. Let's enjoy the moment because it is. Yeah.
It's good. Here's what a normal 4 or 5-star true freshman quarterback looks like. Look up Dylan Raiola.
Right.
And that's about what you can expect. Dylan Raiola.
Oh boy.
And I think already Bryce is better than Dylan Raiola.
I agree with you. I think dude. Bryce Underwood looks like a junior who already has a year under his belt.
Yep.
Starting. I mean, again, to any Buckeyes watching, because I know we have them, and to any Michigan fan who's not all in yet, Oklahoma, we'll see. A better defense, we'll see. It was New Mexico. I don't disagree. But I'm just saying, and I think you would agree, he was impressive for his first game, regardless of the opponent.
Well, here we go with Michigander asking the question that everybody wants to know.
Let me say this, John. Shout out to Michigander for giving the hard-hitting questions.
I love it. And being a mod. And,
yeah, for sure.
And volunteering to help us out. John, will you stop criticizing Ron Bellamy after tonight? It was obviously a talent and QB issue last year. 2021 to 23 was just a Jimmy thing. Well, I'm going to say this. Based on what I saw today, I'm not going to criticize too much.
Well,
but I still think it's interesting that a tight end
that's what I was going to say
is winning again against the wide receivers. However, I'm also going to say that part of that was probably because it was by design, because Chip Lindsey schemed the tight end check down very often to give Bryce an easy 5-yard, 7-yard, right? So I'm going to say wait and see. I'm not going to criticize, but I'm also not going to praise. I'm going to wait and see.
Right.
All right.
Right. Yeah. To your point, John, the leading receiver, and Elijah, you'll love this. Legacy game. The leading receiver, not tight end, 2 yards, 49 yards, guys. We are not celebrating yet. This is not a celebration. We have more work to do. But was there reason for optimism? Yeah, there's reason for optimism. There is 100% reason for optimism. But we still have not reached a point where 2 yards and 49, like two receptions of 49 yards should not be. That's not. We can do better. Yeah. We can do better. We will do better. So let's we'll see. More time. To John's point, let's see how we do. Let's let the season play out a little bit more. But there is reason for optimism. I think Chip Lindsey and Bryce Underwood are gonna allow these receivers to do a lot more.
And I don't even have that high of a bar. If someone could at least match Marlon Klein
or more, 100 yards. Give me a fucking 100 yards, bro.
That's all. Like I just want our best wide receiver to be matching our tight end in terms of, like, that's all I'm asking right now, because we don't need our wide receivers to be Ohio State wide receivers. We don't need them to be USC, like all of these schools where they're banging out all these crazy yards. But what we do need, LSU, God, but what we do need is just consistency and balance. And that's the key to a natty. And that's what we had in 23 when Roman Wilson took it upon himself to self-improve. A little bit of Cornelius in 22.
We had some good receivers. We had productive receivers. Yep, I agree.
Cold-hearted LP says, thoughts on Dave Portnoy on Big Noon. Inject it into my veins is what I think about it.
Okay, so first of all, I just want to say this. I love this question, so shout out to you, man. Okay, because so Garrison gave me a phone call today. We talked for like an hour. So a lot of Buckeyes are very anti-Dave Portnoy, but I think today, here's my thoughts. Okay, Fox is a fucking genius. Here's why. When you look at the ratings, when you look at the numbers, okay, Ohio State and Michigan are the highest rated programs, period, across the nation, regardless of conference. Like, they are top dogs all the time. The game, the rivalry itself, is always the highest rated game every fucking year. So what is Fox doing? If anyone paid attention to social media today, okay, every single segment that Dave Portnoy was a part of, the Big Noon Kickoff account and Fox College Football, was posting and pushing the Dave Portnoy. Because what Fox is trying to do, it's a marketing, it's a very, in my opinion, a very savvy marketing approach, is they're going to rely heavily on the Michigan-Ohio State rivalry, which we all know is the greatest rivalry in all of sports. It's going to get attention. It's going to be fun. It's going to be entertaining. Dave Portnoy is not an analyst. He is a personality. And I think what Fox has done, because what you saw too, Dave Portnoy predicted Ohio State to win. And he said today, I am a Big Ten guy. But at the end of the day, he is a Michigan Wolverine, like through and through, right? I think it's genius. And I think I know a lot of Buckeyes are very sour. They don't like it because he's going to troll their ass. But at the end of the day, I think this is a value-added ad to Fox. And I think Dave Portnoy, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And I know for us Michigan fans, we're going to enjoy it more than most. And I will say this. I was telling Garrison this. If I was a fan of any team outside of Ohio State and Michigan, I'd be pissed. Because the reality is Fox is focusing on our two programs. Our two programs make the money, and they know that. And I was also telling Garrison this earlier, the only other program that I think could compete with Michigan and Ohio State, it's not Oregon, it's USC. And the reason being is, one, population. Oregon does not have the population that an LA has, or a Michigan, the state of Michigan, or an Ohio has. It just doesn't have that Midwestern population. Oregon's a very lower populated state. So I just feel Fox is actually very, very savvy in their approach here. And I think Dave Portnoy is a very good addition to, and not just as a Michigan fan. I think I'm talking just business wise. I think this is a very sound addition to their pregame.
Yeah, me too. And I love the fact that he has the balls just go up to Urban Meyer's face and start talking about how Ohio State can't beat Michigan.
Yes, with an asterisk. Fucking hilarious, bro. Dude, it's for fun. It's for trolling. And shout to Dave Portnoy, man. Like, maybe you don't like Dave Portnoy. And listen, there are things I don't love about Dave Portnoy. I don't love how Dave Portnoy treats some of his employees. I do not love how Dave Portnoy sometimes is a bit sensitive about shit.
Yeah.
But I absolutely respect his business savvy.
100%.
I mean, if anyone learns the story of how he built Barstool from the fucking ground up by passing flyers out on subways, and then not only that, selling his company, buying his company back, the way he did that, the way he is a very savvy fucking businessman, dude. So, and even if you're a Buckeye and you hate him, you have to respect his acumen. I mean, he has a business acumen that is absolutely impressive.
I agree 100%. Cole, this is our last super chat, and then we're going to play the win agency one more time, and we'll take calls. Cole, I think both coordinators stayed vanilla. Should be fine going forward. I agree with you.
100% agree with that. Yes, there's no question there. I promise you that is the truth. I promise you.
Absolutely. So folks, thank you for your contributions. We do have 3 hours unlocked of the show. If you would like to continue to super chat, contribute, or just subscribe to help us catch up to our Buckeye friends at other podcasts, let us, whatever. We just appreciate that you're here helping us out. Folks, this show and the entire season of Michigan at the Voice of College Football is brought to you by the Win Agency. So let's see what they have to say for us tonight.
And we are fired up for another great season of Michigan football. The energy is electric, and with the new talent we have this year, I believe we have a real shot at stacking up some wins and making it back to the playoffs. At Win Agency, we want to help you win as well. We can help you find the right health insurance for you, your family, or your business. We also offer life insurance to protect the people you love, as well as smart investment strategies to help you build a strong financial future. Whatever your goals are, we have you covered. Let's cheer on our boys in the maize and blue and make this season one of the best to remember. Go Blue!
Gotta love Win Agency there. Thank you so much for the sponsorship. Obviously, go to winagency.com. Mods, if you can put the 2 links to actually self-serve for life insurance and health insurance. You can actually, if you need either, you can go on and you can actually generate a quote, self-serve, check it out by our folks at the Win Agency. Love you guys, and thank you for another great sponsorship here. Let's begin our 5-minute rapid fire calls. So what we do on Michigan Postgame is normally there's like 8 people in the call queue. So got like a bunch of people in the call queue. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do our 5-minute rapid fire calls. And then when the alarm goes off, then everybody puts in
Big worm
emoji in the chat.
Big worm.
And everybody has fun with it. And then just to keep things moving. Now, normally what happens is by the 3rd hour, you can come back because we'll run out of calls and then people can come back in and talk for more. So if you don't have a ton of time, but you want to come back at the end and maybe hang out for a bit if we have a little bit of time at the end, even more so next week when we do Oklahoma and we'll be on for longer likely. So just kind of keep that in mind. You'll have opportunities throughout the season to chat with us some more. And
it's
TJ,
blowing my mind. It's blowing my mind. We've gone an hour and 50 minutes.
I know.
This is flowing by right now. Hey, Underwood season. Let's go, boys.
That's what happens when Bryce is your quarterback. That's just how it goes.
Let's go.
All right, let's start
5-minute calls. Let's get it.
5-minute rapid fire. We got Ben Baller, aka. So you want to unmute yourself? If you can unmute yourself, then
I cannot wait for Ben Baller, bro. Ben Baller, let's go, dog. Let's go.
Bring you right up.
Him and AD are some of my favorite callers, but he's still muted, bro. He's probably sleeping, bro.
Yeah, still muted. All right, we'll try you again. We'll try you again in just a little bit. We got Jackson Johnson, host of the Alabama channel here at the Voice of College Football, in the house. Jackson, thanks for stopping by.
That's my question. Oh, what's up, gents? How you doing tonight?
We're living the dream, brother. We got a generational quarterback. How you doing down there in Alabama?
Oh, man.
Not good,
Just been a wild ride today in all of college football.
Yeah.
Hey, you got to mute that TV, Jackson.
Yeah, we're going to catch a copyright over here.
Dog? Well, come on, Jackson. You know the fucking
rules. No copyright on my watch. No, sir.
Anyway, so what's up, brother?
Not much. Just kind of getting things rock and rolling on Saturday, although things did not go expected the way I thought they would, unfortunately. Yeah. But what did I say on New Year's Eve? Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. I'm telling DeBoer. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater.
I don't know, Jackson. I think you're about to lose a head coach at the end of the year.
Yeah, I don't know if Alabama.
I'm throwing the baby and his brother out with the bathwater, bro. I think you're in trouble.
I will say the Michigan Oklahoma game, I'm already counting down to it next week. That's gonna be a good one.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, I can't wait. Norman, Oklahoma. Let's see what Bryce can really do. Let's have him fight against a real like a SEC opponent and go from there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because I mean, it's just like it's going to be interesting seeing what's going to happen, but it's going to be a tremendous shootout. But Wednesday, I'll know more who I'm picking on that one. That's for sure. Because it's kind of a tough one for me.
So with I have to ask because I watched some of the Alabama game. I got back from the engagement party. Tried to sleep a little bit before the Michigan game came on. But I had on your game, and I'm like, this just doesn't look like the Nick Saban atmosphere. The Nick Saban like fight and hunger, and like it just seems like a little lackadaisical and a little, I don't know, like the Kalen DeBoer Alabama thing. What do you think about how the overall feel of the team has changed since Saban has retired?
I think we need to. I think we're going to start asking questions about Jackson Womack.
Jackson, timeout. Can we just be honest? Your team is in trouble, and you know it. I know it. I watched Alabama today. You're not what you were with Nick Saban. Kalen DeBoer does not have that team nearly structured the same way Nick Saban did, even though you have all that talent still on the roster. I'm going to tell you, brother, I think you're going to be looking for a new head coach after the end of the season.
Oh, that is going to be a
Lane Kiffin. Hello.
Good grief. We know he wants to be the guy. But
100%. Now he does.
Yeah. But
he didn't want to do it right after Nick Saban, but.
Oh, yeah. I think, honestly, we just have to, like, stop the run better because, like, we didn't do a good job of that. Like, you look back at that play where there's that push out of bounds on Castellanos where there's a late hit. There's an opportunity to sack him. We didn't do that. That was terrible. And like that 4th and 8 play where Ty Simpson was about to run, but nope, I'm just going to throw. That was a dumb move by Simpson right there. And I think if you're seeing more plays like that or more indecisiveness from Simpson come against Louisiana Monroe or Wisconsin, there's going to be some conversations before Georgia for sure. I mean, we're already at that point, but I will say, though, what makes me feel better is the merch store. Tell your friends, family, cashers, public about the magic that the Voice College Football merch store is bringing all of you for Labor Day. And if there's not anything that you like on there that you want to see on there, email Mark at MarkRogersTV@gmail.com or email voicecollegefootball@voicecollegefootball@gmail.com. I will say, though, because, like, while I've been staying at, like, hotels here and there, you know, I've just, like, been telling the clerks, like, I promise you, if there's not any, like, stuff you like on there, we will make sure it will be added. Yeah, because they're like, oh, is there any Voice College Football nail polish? Like, no, but we'll make sure it's added. We'll make sure there's some jewelry. We'll make sure there's all kinds of stuff there.
Oh, shit, Big Worm calling. Jackson, how about this? Let me get your thoughts here. Did you watch the Michigan game tonight?
A little bit, yeah.
What's your thoughts on the Michigan game? What's your thoughts on Underwood, brother?
I think Underwood's ready, man. He's ready to get things rolling for 2025. Like,
yeah.
I don't want to be on his bad side. Like you said, don't touch him or it's going to get ugly.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm not touching him.
Jackson, would you say for an 18-year-old freshman it was pretty impressive for his first game?
Oh, it was magnificently impressive.
Yeah, I agree, brother. I agree. Yeah. All right. Well, Jackson, appreciate you, man. We hit our 5 minutes. Big Worm wants his money, so we got to keep it moving.
All righty, man. I'll be seeing y'all soon.
All right. Hey, good luck. Hey, good luck with your season, Jackson.
Oh, thanks, man. You too.
Thank you.
See you, Jackson.
All right. We'll get our next call. Is Ben Baller ready or nah? Ben Baller, you ready or nah, bro? You ready, bro? What's up? Talk your shit, bro. I see you.
Hey, what's up,
man?
There
we go. There we go,
bro.
Woo. Hey, my bad, man. My bad. Hey, man. First of all, Bryce Underwood, generational talent, most talented quarterback I've ever watched in my life, without question. And I want the biggest compliment I could give him was his pocket presence. The arm talent, we already know what that is. But the fact that he stays in the pocket, moves to the side, moves out of pocket. I love JJ, okay? I love JJ. But how many times did JJ run 10 yards backwards and do a U-turn and bail out of the pocket? It was my biggest complaint is the fact that this kid turned 18 literally this month, and it has the pocket presence he has.
He stays in
nothing but compliments there. Justice Haynes, definitely the number one running back. I don't even think that's debatable at this point.
I try to tell
you know, Marlon Klein. I will say, man, that defense needs to shore the hell up, though.
Yeah, I agree.
That defense needs to shore up. And what the? Can I cuss on here?
Fuck yeah.
Okay, what the fuck were those refs on, man? Did the NCAA send them a fucking memo? Now, how many penalties did New Mexico have? One?
Yes,
not one holding call, nothing?
New Mexico.
Our D-line whipping their O-line's ass, and you got not one holding call, yet we get a holding call, yet we get targeted on some BS. Then you don't even review the catch that clearly wasn't a catch right after the targeting that you did review. What the hell, man?
One penalty for 5 yards for New Mexico.
Unbelievable, bro.
Mountain West officials, by the way.
Here it is, right there. Ref.
Why do we have Mountain West officials in a game in Ann Arbor?
It was unbelievable, man. First of all, their second touchdown drive was literally because of penalties. Now, I will say this though, and this is my complaint with the defense. Even after they get the catch, whatever, that's at the 40, bro. I need to see you. This is New Mexico, man. Get the stop. Okay. And one complaint I have with Wink, and I don't know if it's just an early season thing with him because he did this last year. I think he rotates too much in these games. I think he over rotates. I think he played like I don't even think we have these many players, but it felt like he played 100 people tonight.
He did play quite a few people.
Yeah,
there were names out there. I was like, I don't even remember reading about this guy. Like, who's this?
I'm okay with it.
Dude, Josiah Edmond got some run. I'm waiting for Pro Football Focus to fucking put their. I want to see.
Where's Shamari Earls? That's what I want.
Yeah,
Shamari Earls out there.
Shamari Earls, that was wild. Josiah Edmond got. Jaden Sanders played. I mean, I don't know. I agree with you. There was a lot of rotation. Troy Bowles looked good though. I thought he looked good.
Yeah, they look good. Them for sure. That tight end was killing us though, bro. Like, what was up with that? Like, here's the thing, man. I think, and maybe this is just something Wink does. I think two things. He over rotates, and I think he blitzes a little too much in these early games. Like the middle of the field was pretty wide open on those curl routes, and that wide receiver screen shit was killing us all night. That wide receiver screen to the boundary. Like, how many times are we gonna get beat with a wide receiver? But anyways, yeah, I think we need to improve in run blocking too. We had 2 great runs, but we need to be more steady in the run game. That's one. How did you guys feel about Evan Lincoln, Andrew, and Sprague?
I know
Sprague.
Go ahead, John.
Sprague, great. I thought that at the whole right side, A+. Evan Link, B. I actually thought for the most part he was fine. He had one really rough play where he was on his ass and got beat out really bad, but overall, I think he did his job, which is an improvement over early last season.
So Evan Link, I'm still worried about. Like, I mean, he got beat on the outside there, and but Sprague, I'm not worried. I'm aware of the play you're talking about where Sprague put his. I mean, honestly, that play that he should have got penalized. He put his fucking arm around that dude's neck, and I think it was the 3rd or 4th quarter. But I think Sprague's fine. He's young. He's going to get better every game. Link is the one where I thought, hey, Norton, listen, I feel good about Sprague. I feel good about Norton. I thought Crippen played good and Giovanni El-Hadi. Link, we'll see. Prove me wrong, bro. I don't even give a shit. I'm all
Didn't
for
Frazier get some run in there late?
I didn't see Frazier out there. Maybe he did. Again, I'm waiting for PFF to let me know so I know the reps, but I didn't see Frazier personally. I don't know.
Hey, 2 plays I got to highlight, both by Bryce. One where he knocked the shit out of the line. I think was it the linebacker or safety? I can't remember the block.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if you guys have talked about this one. And it was a bad play, but I think it highlights something about Bryce. When they roll out on that 4th down, he has like 3 dudes on him, and they can't get him to the ground. Like, it's like a struggle bus just to get the guy on the ground. The dude is going to be an absolute menace.
Dude, imagine Bryce Underwood next year.
It might be this year.
It might. No, I know. And listen, it's only going to get better. It's only going to get better. And there's going to be now. Granted, there will be a game where we're like, "Fuck," but guys,
they might not, dude.
Guys, I'm letting you know right now. If anybody is watching this podcast and you have some walls up, you're still a little, let them down. It's okay. Bryce is that dude. I'm just letting you know right now. Like I trust. Like I'm letting you know right now. I trust my eyes. I trust my fucking eyes. Bryce is that dude. We're good. We're good.
Yep.
I don't bullshit. I will never lie to you. I'm telling you, Bryce Underwood is that dude. I mean, he looked very special tonight.
Bro, Andrew Marsh had a terrible game too.
Yeah, that was rough with Andrew Marsh.
Well, the fumble sucked. I mean, listen, he's
not just the fumble. He didn't turn around on that one. If he turns around, that's a catch.
Yeah. He missed. I know he missed. I know, guys. He is. But okay. But you know what? I'm glad you brought that up, Ben. That is what a true freshman should look like. That's a true freshman out there. Andrew Marsh is a true freshman.
Yeah,
he will get better. He fucked up on the punt return, or I'm sorry, the kick return. He did not have his head turned around, so he missed the throw. Andrew Marsh, Andrew Marsh is a very talented kid.
You're right. Not everybody Bryce Underwood, right?
Exactly.
I can see by week 12.
And that's how you know he's special. And that's how you know he's special, bro. Because what we saw tonight, like, let's just appreciate what we saw tonight, because it's not normal. That is not normal. That is not normal. I want to express this as much as I can. This is not normal shit. You do not see 18-year-old quarterbacks play like that. You don't see 18-year-old players play like that. Jeremiah Smith did last year. Ryan Williams for Alabama did. We're talking,
and that's wide receiver, by the way.
Exactly.
Which is way easier than quarterback.
You're right. And we're talking first round talents. And we're not talking about just any first round talents. We're talking about impact, X factor, game changing players. Yeah. Listen, we're about to have a very enjoyable 3 years.
What was his best throw? If you had to pick one, what do you think was the best throw?
So correct me if I'm wrong, but there was that one where it was like 3rd and like 14 or some shit. He threw it to Goodwin.
Oh yeah, the post. It was like, I think it was a post route, right?
It was a beautiful throw, bro. Now the other one to Marlon Klein on the sideline was fucking beautiful too, though.
What was the one? I gotta go back and watch it. He was rolling to his, I think, right, and he threw it like cross body. And it zipped right past the linebacker, like right past him.
It was incomplete, right?
I think this one was complete.
I don't know. Then I don't know. The one that was,
I gotta go back and watch.
It was the 2nd or 3rd throw. That was a beautiful attempt, but it was most quarterback coaches would tell you that's a bad idea.
Yeah.
You're talking about the one where the guy was right there?
Well, the one where he was running to his left, he threw it against his body.
Yeah, and the defender was right there next to the receiver.
Yeah, that is such a but he can do that. He can.
Well, the Fred Moore one pissed me off.
Where he dropped it?
Yeah, bro, they hit you right in the fucking chest, bro. Come on, man.
Bro, there was a few of those, man.
I'd say his passes to Klein were the one touch pass. But all of them. I mean, he was just so good.
Elite ball placement.
Marlon Klein.
Elite ball placement.
Yeah. All right, Ben Barr, let's get your final thoughts here because we got to get to our next caller. Big one.
Yeah, my final thoughts is, man, I hope we whip the shit out of Oklahoma. I do have some trepidations. I think they need to improve in several areas, but it's a lot better. It's a lot better outlook than it was last year. 100%. When you got a guy like Bryce Underwood, and I think the running game, I think the running backs are going to be much better. I was a little disappointed in Jordan Marshall, but maybe part of that's the run blocking. I think he'll get better. And just like guys, and you guys remember this in 2023, right? The beginning of 2023, our championship year. What do we struggle with? Run blocking. It's something that sometimes it takes several weeks to improve, and that's my hope that's the trajectory we're on. All right, well, go Blue, and see y'all on the next one.
Hey, go Blue. We'll talk Thursday, I'm sure, Ben.
Go
Blue, brother.
All right, real quick super chat here by Michigander. If I'm Alabama, I'm calling out OSU, buying out third base Ryan Day's contract and giving him the largest contract in history. Interesting idea there.
If I'm Alabama, I'm probably going after Lane Kiffin.
Yeah, me too. That's who I would pick.
Also, I want to give it, listen, if anyone wants their comments read, give us a super chat. We'll read them on screen. We'll make you guys priority. So we appreciate that. Again, everybody, and by the way, everyone who became a member, everyone who gifted memberships, everyone who gave us a super chat, appreciate you guys. Thank you for being a part of the community. We appreciate you.
We do appreciate you, and we appreciate this next caller.
Yeah, let's go. Let's get it.
Courtney Harper. We appreciate a lot. Part of the community. Courtney, what did you think about the game tonight?
Courtney, you there, buddy? All right, let's get to our next caller. Courtney, hang on the line. We'll get to you, buddy. All right, get to Keith.
All right, Keith.
Yep. Adam's next, then Penn Game, then we got Rob and we got Dave. We'll get to you guys. All right, stay on there. We appreciate you. Keith, what's the word, my friend?
Hey, Keith.
You there, buddy?
Keith might be asleep.
I think Keith fell asleep. I think Keith fell asleep.
Okay.
All right. Fell asleep, John. It's your fault. It's
my fault. It's my fault. I've been trying to
Adam Lamparello, what's up,
chats.
buddy? You there?
We got Adam Lamparello in the house, people.
What's up,
paid
man?
up on his bet.
Hey guys, how you doing? TJ,
right,
congratulations on winning that bet and on a great performance from Bryce Underwood today. So my question, I just have two questions for you guys. The first question is, next week Bryce Underwood's going to go against Brent Venables and probably a defensive scheme that's going to be, complex. How do you think that he's going to be able to perform given his inexperience, and what are the things he can do to deal with that?
All right. So I think this is a great question because this is the question for next week. Look, I'm going to tell you right now. I did not anticipate. Did you watch the game tonight, Adam? Were you able to watch it?
No, I didn't watch it. I was watching Clemson LSU.
Well, yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I mean, I get that. All right. So Bryce Underwood played better than I expected. Like he really, Adam, I'm going to be honest with you. He looked like a junior, composed, led the offense. He drove us in a 2-minute drill at the end of the second half. I mean, he looks special. I mean, he looks as advertised. All the hype appear. He met the hype this game. I'll just say that. We'll see next week. That's to be determined. I think Bryce Underwood is up for the challenge. The question to me is not Bryce Underwood. The question to me is the offensive line ready for a Brent Venables defense? Because if the offensive line can protect Bryce Underwood, then we're going to be fine. If they cannot, we're in trouble. I mean, I don't know. Actually, I don't even know if we're in trouble because, John, I think you would agree. Bryce Underwood was able to escape pocket pressure, and he improvised very well tonight. But again, and Adam, you'll agree with this, that's New Mexico. This is Oklahoma. So,
right.
Again, Adam, we're going to learn a lot more next week. That's just the truth of the matter.
Yeah, good point.
So here's the thing with Venables' defensive style. He's aggressive. He's calculated aggressive though, right? So he'll take chances, he'll take gambles, and sometimes that can leave his defenses susceptible, right, to maybe a big Bryce, like for example, a big Bryce pass play to Donovan McCauley or Marlon Klein. So again, what I'm talking about is when he was a DC at Clemson, when he was a DC at Oklahoma before. He is complex. He goes for heavy pass rush, right? And so I think Bryce's O-line, like the O-line's going to have to really hold up, and I am a little concerned about Evan Link holding up against Brett Venables' scheme. So that's really where my point of concern is. I think Crippen can hold up. I think Norton can hold up. I think Sprague can hold up, and even El Hadi. I'm a little shaky on Evan Link. So what they're going to have to do to defend against it, I think there's going to have to be a lot of 6-man personnel. Get 6 O-linemen in there, or use a blocking tight end. Use Zach Marshall as a blocker. Zach Marshall, great, kind of as a like the number 2 tight end right now because Hogan Hansen went down. He's injured right now, or was. I didn't see him on the injury report, which was interesting. But anyway, my point is there are ways to defend against it, but Venables is aggressive. In a way, it's kind of it's a different package from what Wink does, but the overall idea is aggressive and taking some risks sometimes.
Yeah. Well, I think next week I'm going to predict a Michigan victory, 24-16.
Hell yeah!
I think the defense is really going to improve, and I think you're going to see that Bryce Underwood is a real deal. Last thing I want to say, guys, is it's not related to Michigan football, but there is a serious problem at Alabama. And what I'm noticing is that you have a head coach at Alabama that has a philosophy of being a player-centered coach and encouraging the players to be the leaders. I don't want to use the word coddling, but that I think is a recipe for disaster in this era. So how does Sharon Moore guard against that happening at Michigan?
I mean, it's a good question. I think Sharon Moore. So you know what's interesting, Adam, is that I think Sharon Moore is a leader of men. The question for me about Sharon Moore is in-game management, because we saw some questionable decisions last year. Now, in terms of I think also Sharon Moore has the respect of his players. Kalen DeBoer, I think we would all agree. I don't think anyone's. Does anyone feel that Kalen DeBoer is an SEC product? I mean, he just doesn't seem to fit that type of ball.
It's weird. It's a weird.
He's West Coast. He's a West Coast coach. I think
he should have stayed at Washington. Honestly.
Yeah, you look at Jed Fish, right? I mean, yeah, I think I'm gonna tell you this, Adam. I'm not. Listen, even though I am a Michigan supporter and we host a Michigan show, I still have question marks about Sharon Moore. But in terms of his leadership, I do not. And the reason why is, if we watched last year, Adam, and I know you did because you watch all college football, the team did not falter when there was not controversy, but what's the word I'm looking for? When things got tough, the team did not falter. The team only stuck. Adversity is the word. Thank you, John. When there was adversity, the team came together and only got better. The team could have quit against Ohio State. They could have quit against Alabama. They did not, especially when people decided to sit out for the draft, especially against Alabama. Sharon Moore knows how to lead men. Kalen, some people aren't leaders. Adam, some people are just good at X's and O's. They're not leaders. Sharon Moore, I feel, is a leader, but I'm not sure Sharon Moore is a great strategist yet. I'm still in the position of I'm observing if he can handle those moments. Some errors last year. So far, so good this year. But I think it's a fair question. I think Sharon Moore is learning. Adam, when you do anything in life, your first year of he's a first-time head coach. Well, last year was the first time. He's now in year 2. You're learning on the job. I think he had a full off season. I think he put people in place. I think we're in a good position. It's to be determined. But in terms of leadership, I don't question his leadership. I think he's a leader of men. I do.
Yeah, and I think one thing that's really kind of indicative to me is when you guys beat Alabama in the Rose Bowl, and you beat Alabama, I believe it was the Rake Bowl. You beat us the same way. It was literally almost the same script, meaning that even though there were players who opted out, it was still a very strong Michigan team. And I feel like Michigan's on the precipice of another national championship. I don't know if it'll happen this year, but I think that it's going to happen next year. You guys have a great nucleus.
Yeah, the next 2 years, the window is. I believe I tell our audience this. This year, I think we can compete for a playoff spot. Next 2 years, though, in the Bryce Underwood window, we're going to compete for a national title. We just landed the number 1 running back in the nation who will be on the team next year. I think the next 2 years are going to be our real window. And it will be expanded because we just added Peter Bork. You might not be aware of him, but he's a very special quarterback also. Not Bryce Underwood good, though. Bryce Underwood's very unique. But I agree, Adam. I agree. We'll see about this defense. What's funny is our defense is the question right now. How weird is that, John?
It's pretty weird.
It's weird. It's not normal.
I was feeling real good about the defense coming in today, and now I saw this, and I'm like, okay, well,
we'll see. I mean,
I'm still feeling good. I'm still feeling good, but I have a couple more question marks than I had coming in. I thought the defense was going to be excellent given what they did in the Rely Quest and because it was mostly the number 2s, right? With Adam, all the NFL guys were setting out.
Adam, let me ask you this because for those who don't know, Adam not only went to Alabama, but he also went to USC. What's your thoughts on USC this year and being in the Big Ten? Do you guys think you're going to make some noise?
No, I think they're going to be inconsistent. I think they're going to have flashes of greatness, but they're also going to have instances of mediocrity. And I think it's going to be a similar tale to last year, 4 or 5 losses.
Wow. All right, then my next question for you, Adam, is this: do you think Kalen DeBoer is the answer for Alabama?
No, I do not think Kalen DeBoer is Alabama, because I don't think his philosophy, the culture that he brings, is a good fit for Alabama. There's a reason why Nick Saban was successful. He was old school. You did things his way, or it was the highway. And yes, he was controlling and he was very difficult, but there was a reason for it. Kalen DeBoer is more of a laid back, let's let the players lead type of, and that kind of mentality is not going to cut it in the SEC. And I just don't think it's a good fit. And I feel bad for him, quite frankly, because he moved to Alabama, uprooted his family. And I think that now he's starting to realize that this may not be the place for him. So I would say a year, maybe 2, and we're going to see a new coach in Alabama.
Do you have any thoughts on who you would think would be a good fit?
I think I would consider Lane Kiffin. I would consider Lane Kiffin.
Yeah, I agree.
But Lane Kiffin has somewhat of a past at Alabama behind the scenes that is not ideal. I don't know the extent of it, but maybe Steve Sarkisian. But
that's interesting.
I would, if I had to go outside, really outside the box, I'd say Urban Meyer.
That's actually not crazy.
He wanted it. Florida.
He might want to come back. He might want to get back in the college game, man.
Yeah,
that's interesting. That's interesting.
Well,
he was
ultimately,
flourish. I like that, Adam. I don't think that's crazy at all.
We'll see. It's going to be exciting, but it's a really. I'm sorry, John. You were going to say something.
Well, I was going to ask, can Alabama afford to do this? So Kalen DeBoer's buyout, he was guaranteed 90% of his salary for the entire
million.
Yeah, so
his buyout
$66 million. So you would have to pay that and then also pay Urban Meyer or whoever. That's a lot, even for Bama. That's
no. The only program who does stupid shit like that is A&M. A&M is the only one who will be dumb. They're dumb enough to pay $60 million.
They would. Yeah, they would do that.
Dude, no way. That sucks. You guys are stuck with DeBoer. You guys are in the Florida State position where you're stuck with your head coach, although Florida State won.
I think what that means is that Alabama is going to stick with Kalen DeBoer for longer than they may have wanted to, but there's a point at which they're going to say, you know what, we'll pay the – but I think, but I think ultimately, guys, it's a good time to be a Michigan fan because the future is extremely bright for you guys. So congratulations on the win, and it's going to be a hell of an exciting season. Thanks for having me on. It's good to see you both.
Absolutely, man. Hope to hear more from you, brother. Thank you.
Come on back.
All right, we'll do. Thanks, guys. Have a great night.
You too, brother. Have a good weekend.
You too.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Well, look at that.
Shout out to Adam.
Yeah. You know what's interesting, John, is we had Jackson, who's an Alabama fan. For those who don't know, Adam he graduated from Alabama. They are observers on the outside watching our program, and they feel we have a very promising future. So that's very cool to see. All right, we can go to we got our next guy. We can try Courtney again or Keith, and then we got Penn Game and Rob.
Well, I do want to just give Rutgers Scarlet Knights live a plug because obviously Adam hosts Rutgers Scarlet Knights live and Postgame live. Check it out. Give it a look. He does some great work over there. Okay, so next up on our 5-minute rapid fire calls, we've got looks like Penn Game is up next. So Penn Game, go blue.
What up, Penn Game?
What's up, baby? How y'all doing, man?
Hey,
not too shabby,
bro. Enjoying
Bryce
week
Underwood
1, bro.
season.
Oh yeah. I know TJ was. I saw the tweets and stuff during the game. I'm gonna say because we had a conversation about the Underwood thing, and now to see it actually play out, what I thought from beginning to end, the poise is beyond years. I like the handoffs. I know people probably like, man, these Michigan fans. It's not a joke. The handoffs, the reverses actions that we run. I like the control, the placement of the ball, how he's using his long ass arms to, simple, tiny little details like that. When he's the maneuver, he only had one chance where he maneuvered through the pocket where he evaded and actually came through going to the right side of the field and threw a ball and kind of sidearmed it a little bit. And it just came out super duper accurate for a freshman. That is very impressive. I don't remember if that pass was dropped. The down the seam to Goodwin was beautiful on that long pass play. The tight end pass, this kid's touch is unbelievable with like at least 5 or 6 drops. Man, at one point in time in the game, he could have been 20 for 28. I counted the drops. He had like 4 or 5 drops, and he was like 20 something for 8. He would have been 25 for 28 if you want to just count.
My guy, Fred Moore, got to catch those.
Yeah, Freddie Moore, man. This guy, what we get 250 passing yardage today, 251.
Shit, I don't
have
251.
I don't have nothing to say about Bryce Underwood. You guys know what we've already said about Bryce. I don't have nothing to say. I think I tweeted, this kid just needs experience. He has everything else. He just needs experience in the game. And I actually want to see him sped up because then that's when the natural talent and the scrambling and the running will come into play. And that will also help Samaj Morgan's little crossing routes when we actually the defender has to actually account for Bryce running. Today, they kind of got a break because he didn't really run on the RPO. And Samaj is coming through. Klein's coming through. I love that double route that we ran with Klein and another guy coming around. I think it was Bredesen. Maybe that was a mistake, but Bredesen and Klein ran their entire route together, going towards the right side, and he hits Klein for it. But I'm done talking about Bryce because I've felt this way about him for a while. I'm done.
I mean, Pen Game. Let me just ask you this though, because I think a lot of people were very. I mean, look, we know like Bryce. There's a reason why the Ellisons went after him. But let me ask you this, because I will fully admit he exceeded my
mine too.
He exceeded my week 1 expectations.
Mine 3. Yeah,
like a Dan Jr. out there, bro.
Yes. We were all, man, he was going to start. He's going to start. I didn't expect to see that. I've seen a lot of quarterbacks. I didn't expect it. We've seen a lot of all of us, people in the chat, people watching.
Yeah.
We've seen, we can judge with our own eyes. I don't have to be a Michigan fan to say what I saw out there has potential.
Right.
Potential to go into Norman, Oklahoma, a place that I've been and had a chance to see out there on that field. They're going to be crazy for that game, by the way. That fan base is really good at night out there in Norman. They play a lot of big games. They play a lot of big night games out there.
Yeah.
Now, the main thing I'm going to talk about is the defense, and I'm going to ask you guys, how long did it take that defense? I know we had Kenneth Grant. How long did it take that defense last year to kind of get under some of the newer guys, to get underneath Wink's system and to gel appropriate? How long did it take those guys?
Like 9 games.
I just hope that these young guys that are playing now don't take that long. The TJ guys, think about it. All of our big guys made a play. 9 games. Hillman made a play. He got an interception. Mason Curtis, interception. I mean, everybody that we expected to make plays made plays. I saw a lot of mistakes by guys, and that's why I'm thinking with this thing with Wink, when you're live and direct with the way Wink's sending them. And I agree with you, John. We need the guys rotating in and out. Somebody said they didn't like that. We need that because guys are going to go out. Guys are going to go out, and if we're playing more guys, that's going to help us out in the long run when we're getting ready to face Ohio State. And look, if we get Barham out next week, I'm not really that concerned with him being out a half. A game, I'll be pissed. But I just wish that can get reversed or something, because we really would need him out there. I would really want him out there, man, not be out there.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. And I don't think we're gonna run into the same issue we had last year defensively. I feel it should be already implemented. I think Wink. The problem last year was Wink was getting acclimated to the college game. But we'll see. I mean, we're gonna know a lot more next week. I mean, it's just it is. Like we're gonna have more data points next week. If we get gouged next week defensively, if we do not get pressure on John Mateer next week,
we're gonna get cut up.
We need to fucking talk about it because that's a problem. That's a problem.
Yep, guys, and I'm gonna leave you guys at that. I'm just gonna say, I just wanted to come in here and chat with you guys tonight, show the program love.
Yeah,
appreciate you.
I am excited at the same time too, man. Like, I know we're very critical, especially on that defense, because we thought that we expected better from the defense, guys. That's the only reason why
I know
Michigan fans are on the defense.
Penn game would actually, I'll be honest with you. I anticipated, how we were just absolutely pressuring Alabama last year. I thought we'd have a similar result today. We didn't
see that.
Nope.
Non-mobile quarterback. Well, he wasn't as mobile as what we faced, and this guy was able to get passes off. I know he's getting hit to the ground, but New Mexico, man, this guy should have been getting sacked. Should have been getting sacked with no throw opportunities. So
how many sacks did we have? Was it
3?
Right?
3?
Yeah.
I mean, that's actually decent, but we can do better.
Yeah, I don't think it was awful, and I think sometimes we only focus on our team, we forget to focus on New Mexico punched way above their weight today. New Mexico didn't listen to the fact that, oh, they're a cupcake, they're supposed to lose to Michigan. They didn't act like they had the game plan coming in to make it difficult. Right, trick plays on offense. On defense, they did what they could. They weren't able to really do much against Bryce for the most part. But
I like
on
that,
offense,
though, John. No, John, you kind of unveiled something before I leave, guys. You got me thinking about something, John, and that is, can enough of that, what you just described there, can that be a good thing? Because when you're going to play a cupcake team, I know it's to move the media out of the way. I know we're media, so that's like oxymoronic, but remove the expectations that they're going to get from the media. And let's look at it like this. We showed up to the ballpark. These guys came out and they actually put up a fight. So it's like you're getting a better match than what you would have gotten if these guys would have laid down and been a doormat. Yeah, they are New Mexico, but our guys actually got upset and was pushing and talking. Yeah. I'd rather have that going than the Norman, because they might get hit in the mouth in Norman. They're going to get hit in the mouth, man. And
of course.
I know our guys are going to respond. That's the best thing when I know about Michigan. Our guys are going to respond. So I kind of like to see that without all the mistakes and things that we made. But I'm happy, guys. Have a good show. Bryce Underwood is as advertised. Man,
I agree. I agree, bro. Penn Game. Let me ask you this though. Hey, I know you were in a comp. So for those who don't know, Penn Game is a lyricist. He's a writer. How did the competition go? I know you were in semifinals or something.
I got to the quarterfinals.
It was for the Rolling Stone, right?
Yeah, I got to the quarterfinalists in that, and we bowed out gracefully. But there are some things I can say this without it being an issue. I went ahead and we're going to be doing an app for musicians. I can't talk about it too much, but I got partners that are in the music business. Artists by the name of Sky Zoo, a good Brooklyn.
Yeah,
artist.
I know Sky Zoo. I mean, I'm aware of Sky Zoo.
He's done it. He just recently did something with Raekwon. Raekwon's in Ghostface. Ghostface's new album out. You guys check it out. Like that
Wu-Tang.
type of hip hop. We're talking that type of hip hop.
Yeah, Wu-Tang, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, the good hip hop. And Sky Zoo's going to partner with me on this app.
No shit, bro. That's fucking hype, dude. I love Sky Zoo, bro. All right, that's cool.
So big things coming up for us, but big things for Go Blue. And I will get with you guys later, man.
All right, we'll talk, brother. Stay up, man.
Yes,
Go Blue, brother. Hell yeah, man. Yeah, for those who don't know, Penn Game's in the music game, bro. So for those who don't know, so shout out to him for working with artists like Sky Zoo, fucking Raekwon, and Yeah, the Wu-Tang crew and all them, bro. So that's what's up.
Wu-Tang.
Yeah. Bro, I love Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with.
Honestly, bro, I'm mad at Method Man for fucking that up. For those who don't know, Method Man fucked that up. In '99, Method Man fucked that up a little bit, but we'll talk. That's for another show.
Michigander Bryce Underwood was poised. He looked like Joe Montana with pressure. He was able to make the right adjustments pre-snap. He looked really good. I
am watching the game again tomorrow, but I'm going to tell you right now, just watching it live like the rest of you did, I am extreme, and I cannot wait to get Rob's take. So, Rob, you are not allowed to. Rob, you have to stay because I want your take. I want your honest opinion, man. I was extremely impressed with his fucking composure, bro. Like I would have been wrong. I would have told you. All right, here's what I thought. I'll just be very transparent. I thought Bryce Underwood would go about like 11 for 21, maybe 11 for like 20, and like maybe 140 yards, maybe a touchdown.
Yeah.
Like I thought he would ease himself into this shit. No. Bryce Underwood played today like he is what I'm going to be real. One of the best quarterbacks in college. One of the best quarterbacks in college football. Yeah. The way that ball really, and you know what's crazy too, is the way he looked today was not like spring game Bryce Underwood.
No,
spring game Bryce Underwood was what I kind of expected today.
I agree. Exactly like that.
Yeah.
Maybe one or two good plays, and then some shaky, and then some bad. And there were only a couple throws that were like in triple coverage and maybe a little questionable. But like the fact that he went 21 for 31, 251 yards, and a passing touchdown. That's damn good. And that's not just damn good for a true freshman. That's damn good for any quarterback.
Right. No interceptions, no fumbles. He never looked rattled ever. Mm-mm. He's 18. He turned 18 11 days ago.
It's if someone who doesn't know that Bryce, I kind of want to run an experiment, like a couple of people who don't watch a lot of college football, and like have them watch what we just saw, and how many years do you think he's got in college football? I guarantee you they'd probably say, oh, he's probably a junior. A sophomore, junior, maybe even senior. Not an 18-year-old true freshman just had senior prom 3 months ago.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, but we'll see. Oklahoma's the next test. We'll see what's up. What's up.
Sherrod, thank you for joining the leaders and best tier of our YouTube membership. We really appreciate that. If you haven't done it already, hit refresh. Enjoy all your emojis. It's a good time.
You. Welcome to the community.
Yes, welcome. And then Sean Garner, one of we call him a reasonable Buckeye, and we actually have a reasonable Buckeye coming up here as our next caller too. But he says Wu-Tang forever. So there you go. We got Sean Garner with the Wu-Tang endorsement.
Hey, fuck, I love Wu-Tang, bro. Honestly,
absolutely.
Actually, one moment. If you're into philosophy at all, this is a great book. The Tao Wu, get into it. Or I'm sorry, not the Tao, the Tao Wu. My bad. Alcohol's in me, brother.
Michigander says Steve said Bryce is the only freshman quarterback in history with the most practices from bowl game to prep to spring game to fall camp with 45 plus practices. Yeah, I love the fact that he came early and he started practicing during bowl prep, ReliaQuest bowl prep. And then Sharon Moore basically told him, hey, you see what's happening now? Wait till you get out there. That's what I love.
Remember the ReliaQuest game when we were struggling offensively?
Yeah.
He walked over to Bryce Underwood. He was like, wait till it's like, I mean, I don't know what he said, but it was kind of like, you're next, bro. Wait till you fucking run this offense,
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's, bro, I'll be honest. I'm going to be very transparent here. As a host of a Michigan podcast, I am absolutely fucking thrilled we have Bryce Underwood because I know, not only as a fan like all of you, I know that we are in a very good position as a program. We're good. It's good. It's good. Now, it doesn't mean we're perfect. It doesn't mean there's not areas that need to be improved in terms of offensive line, potentially defensively, etc. But at the end of the day, the future is so promising for this program. I'm excited.
Well, we are I'm excited too. We are officially up to date on Super Chats, which means we're going to take our next caller, and it's Rob. So we got Rob joining us here, Buckeyes Battle Cry. Give us the Ohio State take on what you saw.
So I thought Bryce Underwood looked extremely polished, looked like he belonged.
Yeah.
Very impressive for a freshman. I was getting, little glimpses of the game. Didn't fully tune in, but I saw the throw decline in the going down the sideline into the end zone.
Yeah.
Really, really nice. That block that he threw for the running back, like willing to be selfless, put his body on the line for his team. Really impressed as well. And, normally when you see a true freshman go out there, like first game, they have like the jitters, the shakes. Dude, he just looked like it was just like natural for him.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
It was just, it was like
natural. Natural's the word, man. I mean, he looked so comfortable. Rob, I'm gonna be very honest. I've said it all night. I am surprised at how well he played in his first game. I'm surprised.
Yeah, I mean, like, what was it, like 11 for what was it? I know he got 251 yards.
21 for 31.
21 for 31, dude.
Yeah.
67% for 251 yards and a touchdown.
Man, all we wanted was check down Cade level. So we wanted check down Cade level, his best season, which was 64. You get 67? Oh, geez, dude. Like, that's a playoff potential.
Yeah. Anything 65 or higher is very good.
Yeah. I was, I did get little glimpses at the defense. That was a really impressive interception by, was it TJ Guy?
Yes. Yeah, TJ Guy
got that. I thought the man, I don't know what they were looking at with the targeting call. I watched that over and over again. That just looked like a tackle, and the quarterback looked like he turned his head as well. So I don't know what the refs were looking at, or So it just seems like a bad day of calls, especially for the Ohio State Texas game a little bit, but we'll get into that because I kind of want to talk about it, but I want to keep it at Michigan.
Yeah, no, we can talk about it because I'll be honest. So I was anticipating, I don't know where the fuck Garrison went. He was supposed to call in. I got some takes on the Ohio State game that I think Ohio State fans would like, to be honest with you. I watched that game very intently. I was rooting for Texas. We'll just talk about it now.
All right.
Patricia impressed me game one.
Yeah.
Patricia impressed me game one, okay? I thought Sayin played within the game to win. He didn't need to play hero ball. I thought he did his job. I thought your defense looks very good. I thought Texas looked I thought Arch Man. I'll say this though, is I talked to Garrison for honestly an hour today.
Yeah.
I felt Arch Manning looked extremely uncomfortable and unconfident. So the question that I told this to Garrison. Is the defense that good, or is Arch Manning that bad? I mean, it's so early in the season, we don't know yet. So I will say though, I looked at your schedule. Like I said, me and Garrison talked for a fucking hour. Your next test, I believe, is either Washington or Illinois, and then after Washington and Illinois, you got Penn State, and then you got us at the end of the year. But the next two games for you guys, I think it's Grambling, and then you have another cupcake. That's a tune-up, you guys. But that's not me giving you a shot. I'm not taking a shot at you. New Mexico is a tune-up game, right? You guys, in my opinion, and I mean this, Ohio State has an opportunity here to really fine-tune yourselves. And I told Garrison, you're in the play. You guys are already in the playoffs. You're not losing more than 2 games. You're already in the playoffs, bro. So, I mean, good for you guys. I mean, at the end of the day, honestly, good for you guys, and good for Ryan fucking Day. I will say the nipple ring is the nipple piercing kind of.
Yeah, what's up with that?
What is that shit? And for those who are not on social media,
it's everywhere.
There's a photo of Ryan Day
Yeah.
where it is very clear he has a nipple piercing, which is fucking wild. You don't think so? That is a nipple piercing, bro.
Dude,
that's very. Listen,
I
I
looked at the picture, then I moved on. I'm like, I'm not gonna look.
Moving on. I'm not staring at it
too much
but it
into
looks
it.
like
You know, got a lot of respect for Ryan Day. You know, he you know, as someone myself who has battled with mental health, you know, he gives a lot of his money to, you know, that type of charity. So, you know, a lot of respect for him. But you know, to me, the reason why I feel Arch Manning did so poorly at times, because just what Matt Patricia was throwing at him. I mean, he didn't have enough time to process it. He looked rattled, and it was just like, I'm like, dude, we're going into the third quarter. They have 0 points. Ohio State had two. I mean, they pretty much duplicated what they did in the playoffs in terms of a red zone defense. And to me, that was like I'm not gonna lie, that was really impressive. It exceeded expectations.
I agree.
So
I agree. Not only that, you played physical football. Like I was telling Gary, like you guys won with 200 yards of offense. You guys, wanna know how you guys played today? You played like 2024 Michigan and you fucking won. Now, like your quarterback had like what 150 yards, maybe. Dude, Jeremiah Smith had like 40 yards. He had some drops, but my point being is, you guys won a physical game today. I was impressed, bro. Like I thought you guys would lose. I lost money. I paid Juju. Like, I'll give credit where credit's due. You guys had a good game. You guys won. You guys earned it.
Yeah, Arch Manning is ass, though. I will say Arch Manning.
I'll say that. Yeah, I mean,
ass.
I think that's the question, though.
Yeah,
that's the question. Was it Arch Manning, or was it really this defense fucking them up? Like it might be. And I will say this too, though. Let me say this too, though. Patricia's defense has not been exposed through film. There's not enough data yet. So is it potentially possible Patricia caught Texas off guard, and over the next few weeks there'll be more film, so it could be potentially be exposed? Maybe. And like, look, I'm a Patricia. I'm very critical of Patricia, but he did great today. So like, I'll call it like it is. You listen, good game. You guys are going to be in the playoffs. We're going to see you guys in November. We'll see in between now and November where you guys are at. But at the end of the day, Ohio State looks to. Let me ask you this: what's your thoughts on Julian Sayin, though? You know, I was a little like, but he did his job, though.
Yeah, he did his job, but I will say he has really good ball placement. And at times, it wasn't his fault. You know, Claire dropped that fourth down pass. You know, Jeremiah Smith had some drops. Sayin did in the beginning miss Jeremiah Smith pretty much one-on-one. You're not going to get that many opportunities with that. But he also made up for it by getting that doing that long ball to Carnell Tate. So I feel like as his first start, he definitely did his job to get some points on the board. You know, he pretty much, you know, at the beginning of the season, Ryan Day pretty much said to Julian Sayin, get the job done, find a way to win. We don't need you doing anything special. Now, do I want to see more production in the upcoming games? Absolutely. But, you know, I will say this for the defense, though, because this is just me being honest. If they don't get that run defense cleaned up, I think that's just the 2 losses will, even though I bet you guys that Ohio State's going to go into the big house and beat Michigan, those 2 losses could potentially be Penn State and Michigan. You know, Penn State has Nick Singleton, Katron Allen, strong run game. And, you know, we all saw what, Justin Haynes did today. So, I mean, do balled out. So,
Yeah.
Agree.
Yeah. I think Sayin did better than Arch Manning. I think Arch Manning was horrendous. I think Arch Manning was. I think Arch Manning could be a backup quarterback at a Group of 5 program. The throwing motion was terrible. The decision making was terrible. You can't put it all on Matt Patricia's defense. Part of it was mechanics, right? That's not on Matt Patricia's defense. That's just being bad, right? Like, and that could be coaching, that could be anything, but it's like they couldn't hide him anymore. Like they couldn't hide him anymore. They hit him for, he played a couple of games, but it was Quinn Ewers kept beating him out for some reason, right? Well, now we know exactly why Quinn Ewers was beating him out. So I would say this. I would say Ohio State's in the playoffs probably. I think it's very unlikely at this point. Beat the number 1 team, preseason number 1 team. After that, schedule seems like it's pretty doable. You've got Grambling State coming up. That one, I think we put it W on that one, and and a bunch of the other games, and it's gonna probably come. But like, even if you drop to Michigan, you drop to one other, you're gonna be in because you got in with 10 last year.
Yeah, definitely. But going back to Michigan next week, the only I will be honest, dude, I do have Michigan pulling this out, but by a thin margin.
Yeah.
This is why.
I agree.
I said this before, and I'll say it again. I'm just not a firm believer in Brent Venables. I don't think he's meant to be a head coach.
Yeah.
Great defensive mind.
Right.
If you look at where, Lincoln Riley had them, I mean, it's the complete opposite, but like that offense, man, like I know that they did good the other day, but dude, that offense, dude, like it didn't do that well last year. It was just, it seems like they're a very I mean, it makes sense that they're a very defensive team because they got a defensive mind as their head coach. But dude, that doesn't mean like Venables is meant to be a CEO.
Right.
I mean, but here's the other thing. I'm looking at Sharon Moore, and I'm looking at those just coaching mistakes that he made, some at times in the season last season.
Yeah, fair.
I mean, what are your thoughts about him heading into this game in terms of, what type of growth do you want to see from him? Because this is a big game, dude. I mean, it's a night game in Norman. Shouldn't not take it seriously, but what are your thoughts?
I think you're right. I think there are questions that need to be answered in terms of his coaching ability. I think Sharon Moore is working to answer those questions. I think Sharon Moore solidified his coaching staff this offseason to not have these same issues. But in terms of in-game management, we saw some issues last year. I mean, look, I'll be honest with you, Rob. There are question marks that I think Sharon Moore, but like anything though, like same thing with Bryce Underwood. Sharon Moore was in year 1 last year. He's now in year 2. He's now more experienced. He's now becoming more of a veteran. I believe in Sharon Moore. But he still has to answer those questions like in-game management, timeout management, player rotation management. But I think he hired the right coaches for that. Chip Lindsey. He added Sean Costello. He added Soup Campbell to the wide receiver room. I feel Sharon Moore is aware of his weaknesses, which is what makes him good. Like, regardless of what you do in life, any human, as long as you are aware of your weaknesses, you can improve, right? It's when you are ignorant of your weaknesses, that is where you fail. Like, as long as you are cognizant and conscious of your weaknesses, you can improve regardless of whatever endeavor that you are after, right? So I believe Sharon Moore is conscious and aware of his weaknesses. We will see, though, Rob. I'm going to be honest with you. It's one of those things where time will tell. We're going to find out together, man, because I do believe in Sharon Moore as a leader. But at the end of the day, in terms of a strategist, which a head coach needs to be determined, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely. Just from like, and I already see I'm getting some, Really, you're questioning Sharon like that was Dom questioning Sharon Moore's coaching ability. Look at Ryan Day.
I question Sharon Moore. I tell my own audience this. Look, I believe in Sharon Moore, but like
Me too.
He's not unquestionable.
Right.
It's not that Sharon Moore is beyond challenge.
Right.
Like last year, we went 8-5, boys. Like there were instances, especially the Indiana game with the timeout management. There's questions to be. That said, though, like anything in life, we've all been there. Whether it be a first time on a job or whatever, you learn as you grow. Sharon Moore is growing. He is growing into a head coach. He was given the keys to a Ferrari. He's learning how to drive that Ferrari. I believe in Sharon Moore. I think Sharon Moore is a leader of men. And I think Sharon Moore is getting better by the week. But at the end of the day, the time will tell and if he's legitimately fully ready. You know, like if we look at Kalen DeBoer in Alabama, right? Bro, he's been a head coach. He looks out of his fucking league. He does not look like he is ready for SEC ball. Sharon Moore, to be determined. We're going to find out this year. Just like, what do I think? I think Sharon Moore is going to be okay. I think we're going to be okay. I think Sharon Moore is going to figure it out. I think Sharon Moore is going to get better every week. That said, to be determined, in my opinion.
Definitely, man. We'll see, dude. But I mean, in terms of just talent and recruiting classes, I think Michigan is set for a while. I mean, if Sharon's the guy, if Sharon's not, just looking at the talent, the classes, I think they're set for a while, dude. Now, controversial.
I was going to say, to your point, though, in terms of recruiting, our window is expanding. We currently have a 3-year window. Really, we have a 2-year window, though. I don't look at this year as a national title opportunity. I think next year is when we become true national title contenders next year. But with the addition of Peter Bork, the addition of Savion Hyder, the addition of like the Carter Meadows of the world, these are all 5-star players. I think Michigan is getting into a window of from now until 2030. Because Donald Tabron, I don't know, Rob, if you're familiar with Donald Tabron, but Donald Tabron is a quarterback out of Cass Tech in Detroit, a 2028 quarterback, projected 5-star quarterback, mentored by Bryce Underwood. I do anticipate he will commit to Michigan. I could be wrong, but I do anticipate he will. Michigan's got a window here. So I think the next 5 years, Michigan's going to be in a good spot. That's where I'm at. And as long as Sharon Moore is ready for it, which to Dom's point, Dom thinks he's ready. I believe Sharon Moore can do it. I got to see it though. I'm still in the wait and see approach.
He's charismatic. I think he resonates with the players significantly more than Harbaugh did. I think that's showing up in the recruiting trail, along with the NIL. But I think that Sharon, we literally just had Peter Bork on the show talking about how Sharon Moore has an approach to his recruiting where he's got that personal touch. He checks in, but not too much, but enough where it's like he actually feels cared about, you know? And so he was telling us that. So anyway, I think the bottom line is I agree with TJ, wait and see, but at the same time, there's optimism. He went out and got Bryce Underwood. He went out and got Savion Hyder, like literally just a few weeks ago for next year. So like he's stacking it up as kind of a bit of like an NCAA 2026 dynasty type situation. So, wait and see. But anyway, Rob, final thought for us. So we got two more, literally 8 minutes to go, and I got 2 more callers.
No, man, just really impressed with Bryce Underwood for his first start. The the ceiling is very high for him. Again, it looks really polished and just a calm composure for a freshman. But then again, he's not your average freshman. So man, just really impressed by that. But other than that, dude, can't wait till November 29th, dude. It's gonna be a big game. Both teams could head into there with 1 or 2 losses, and the other thing could be like back in 21, 22, 23, where there's a chance if both teams head in there with 2 losses, they could be playing for playoffs. They could be playing for a playoff spot.
Absolutely, it could very well be a 9-2 versus 9-2.
Yeah, definitely, man.
And somebody makes the playoffs. That would make the game high stakes again.
Oh, yeah.
that would help out.
Definitely,
Rob, I
man.
wanted to ask you, did you watch the Fox Big Noon kickoff at all?
Yeah, man. You know, I just look, man. Even as an Ohio State fan,
Yeah.
you can't take everything personal, dude. You got to be able to laugh and stuff. Like, dude,
Right.
I saw this video of Ryan Day, his, some of his losses, and it was they had the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse song on it. I'm like, dude, this is hilarious, even as an Ohio State fan. But dude, I thought the Big Ten Noon thing, I thought it was really funny. Had like a WWE appearance, came out, sing Hail the Victors, and you just gotta laugh at those things, man. Dave knows what he's doing. Fox knows what they're doing. What they're doing is genius. It's great marketing.
Right.
I mean, you're talking about 2 of the biggest brands in college football, and you're just bringing more attention and tension towards the rivalry, dude.
Yeah, and like to your point, Rob, and like this is something I like again, like before today, we all like had we were like, all right, this is interesting. Seeing it play out, this is a good thing for Ohio State. Like the reality is, Fox is all in on the Michigan-Ohio State rivalry.
Clearly.
Period. Like this is good. Like even if he trolls Ohio State, this is good for you. This is because the reality is they want Urban Meyer, they want Dave Portnoy, they want this conflict, they want this. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
The reality is Fox is all in on this rivalry. I mean, I'm sure you saw, and I was talking to Garrison again. I know Garrison called in. We'll talk. Did you see the Coke commercial today where they showed like the Ohio State fan in the big house and shit? Did you see that?
Yeah, I did.
Right. That's my point though. Like the corporations, the networks, they're all in on this rivalry, man. This is only good for the brands. This is only good for the programs. Yes, Portnoy is a troll. He's a fucking troll. He's like one of the best trolls in the game, dude. But like at the end of the day, it's good for all of us. Like as fucked up as that sounds, but it is. He is going to make the other fans interested in the rivalry more because we're constantly talking shit and bickering and let's be honest, Rob, the rivalry, like it is so petty now. Yeah. Our rivalry is so petty. Like you have a restaurant in Ann Arbor trying to create a drink called Buckeye Tears. You have Ohio State taking legal action against it. Like it's just so fucking funny, bro. So at the end of the day, this is good for both programs, even though Dave Portnoy is a Michigan lean, obviously. But it just the reality is Fox is saying there's nothing more important than the Michigan-Ohio State rivalry. That's what the Dave Portnoy edition really is.
Yeah, definitely, man. Dude, so last thing.
Yeah,
I thought it would so after the Michigan ruling, I thought Dave Portnoy's video was hilarious, smoking a cigar, saying, "You think we give about $30 million? That's ashtray money.
Ashtray money.
Come on, you just gotta laugh at that stuff, dude. Like it's brilliant. It's good humor. Like you just gotta laugh at that stuff, man.
And it's not serious either. Like Dave Portnoy's fucking around. Like that's the thing too, Rob. Is like that's why I love having you on. It's like that's why I love having Garrison on or Dr. Buckeye. It's because like it's not that serious. Like we have fun, we talk shit. Like Dave Portnoy's fucking around. Like he's just living the dream at the end of the day. Like he built a damn network from the ground up, and he's just talking shit, and he's just having fun. And it's not to be too serious. Like I think sometimes we take this stuff too serious. We need to just enjoy it and not take it so serious at the end of the day. Like, like Rob, you're a Buckeye fan in Michigan, and like at the end of the day, we could have a beer and watch a game, no problem.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it is, and like people just need to like enjoy the entertainment, not take it so serious. That's what it is at the end of the day.
That's it. All right, Rob. Appreciate you being here.
Shout out to my boy Moose. I see you on here. You told me that recruiting didn't matter and it would be Ohio State's non-experience that would lose this game. So,
Well,
yeah.
All right,
hey, you got the dub, bro. Enjoy it, man.
You got the
Enjoy
dub.
it.
Definitely. But are you guys later?
All right, Rob. Have a good weekend, man.
Okay. Next, let's really hit these 5 minutes.
All right. Well, how
and
about this?
out
How about
here,
this, John? Let's say this though.
Yeah.
So we are at the 3
We're
hour
at the
mark.
time, yeah.
We are. The intent is to cap it at 3 hours, but we have a rule. We will take every caller, so we will. But here's the deal: no new callers. So we're gonna hit every caller from here forward. No new callers. Appreciate everyone calling in. Thank you everybody for being with us, and let's get to it, man.
All right. Next on the 5-minute timer at Michigan Postgame Live, sponsored by Win Agency, we got David Pruden in the house.
How goes
David?
it? Let's go.
Go Blue.
Yes, sir.
Fucking go, bro. How was it? Tell us. Let us know your thoughts, man.
Man, so I'm going to start off not with Bryce Underwood because that's what everyone's going to be focusing on.
Yeah.
I want to focus on a couple of defensive plays from people that were kind of new additions to the defense. So we had a Jaden Mangum sighting. Honestly, that hit against 7 in the end zone. Was,
right.
I think that was a very clutch play. Great for him to hit him high, but also not be a penalty. I think that saved momentum that they were gaining. TJ Metcalf was flying around. That drive was obviously just destructive for us from the refs, but TJ Metcalf was flying around. He was hitting. He was in the backfield, goal line. He was doing his thing. I'd say TJ Guy, that interception was insane. Honestly, that was a better catch than half of our receivers made.
Right, that one-handed grab, it was beautiful.
Absolutely insane. And overall, as far as the defense goes, I think that we'll get it together eventually. I think they played pretty well. Obviously, it's New Mexico, but they were fighting. That number 7, he was tough. That tight end, they were using him as a gadget player. He was all over the field. So covering him, I would have liked to have seen, just from a size-on-size standpoint, see if they could have stuck Mason Curtis on him and see what happens, just for the fun of it, because he's tall as well. But that's, something they didn't do. But I think overall the defense did all right. I'd like to see a little bit more pressure from the defensive tackles. I think they were getting there, but it was just barely missing the mark, just barely. Like the defense, I don't know. It was just interesting. But I think they did well, though. Offensively, the receivers need to hit the jugs machine because there's passes hitting directly in the triangle of their hands, and they're dropping.
Yeah. Fred Moore.
It was unfortunate.
Fred Moore, just listen. Y'all know how I feel about it. I thought he had. I still think he has immense talent. You can't drop those types of balls. You can't do it. If you want to try to contend for a starting role, it's just you gotta catch those. And it's pretty clear now why Channing Goodwin got the job. I mean, it just feels like they have that connection.
Channing Goodwin almost lost the job on that throw where he got leveled.
I know.
Because he hurt his shoulder.
I know. I don't even know if is he still injured? I don't know. I mean,
I guess we'll see.
Well, then guess what? It's Andrew Marsh's season then, but he better turn his fucking head around. I mean, look. I mean, Fred Moore. I don't know, bro. You like we've seen 2 games within the last 6 months, and you've dropped 3 balls. So, like, Fred Moore's got to get together. I mean, but. And again, I was watching the game today and I was thinking to myself, like, imagine if we had wide receivers who could get separation, because we don't have. Now, granted, the play calling was good, and and due to the scheme, it did appear that guys were getting open, but I don't feel like we have receivers who are making separation. I don't feel that. Even with McCauley, even though I'm a big fan of McCauley, I don't feel that we're getting crazy separation. So Underwood did a lot with what we didn't have. I mean, he did a lot with little,
Yeah. No, Underwood was amazing. So as far as I know, you mentioned earlier that you were surprised by Underwood's performance. I personally wasn't. John, I don't know if you looked in the group chat earlier this week, but I had the over-under for Underwood for 220 passing yards, 3 total touchdowns. It was 2 passing, 1 rushing.
Wow.
50
I think I saw that. Yeah.
So I posted that in the group chat basically, but I had him going 15 for 26, 230, 2 passing touchdowns, 1 rushing touchdown. So he did 21 of 31, 251, and 1 touchdown.
Yeah.
So I was obviously on the touchdowns, but I have watched a ton of his highlights and stuff, and I was not surprised by how he performed tonight. I think as far as scrambling goes and that type of thing, I think it was good that he was able to stay in the pocket and keep a calm presence about himself. I think that once he gets out of the pocket and has to scramble, the Big Ten is wrecked. Because, I mean, just think about it. If Arch Manning was able to get out a few times in Ohio State, imagine what Bryce Underwood's going to do.
Hey.
If J.J. McCarthy was able to get out when he did, imagine what Bryce Underwood's going to do. So, and that's just him creating. But as far as pocket presence, as far as ball placement, even on the incompletion to Marlon Klein, where he threaded it between 3 defenders and it hit Klein.
Behind him a little bit. Incredible. Yeah, beautiful throw. Beautiful fucking throw. He should have caught that shit, man.
Yeah, it was incredible.
I agree, bro. Underwood was like, I can't wait to watch it again, but Underwood he
looked like a junior.
He looked fucking special. I mean, he was advertised. He met the hype.
Yeah.
He met the hype. In my opinion, he met the hype tonight, you know.
Yeah. My last point will be Justice Haynes. He is incredible. 16 rushes, 165 yards, and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, absolutely. He broke it off.
Yeah.
And, obviously, shout out to the O-line for creating the holes, too.
Yeah.
But Justice Haynes, that speed and the ability to get past the defenders, not just 1, sometimes 3, 4, zip through to the end. That one that led to a touchdown there, or almost a touchdown, got called at the 1, but incredible.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys. Have a good night and
go Blue. David. Have a good night, brother. Enjoy your weekend, man.
Go Blue, David. All right, David, good friend of the program. Obviously, he has a group chat that I'm part of, and we're doing a fantasy football league. So that's exciting stuff. We'll see how that goes. All right, we got next up on our 5-minute calls, we got Spence. How you doing?
What's up, guys? Go Blue.
Go Blue.
Go Blue, man.
So I was going to tell you guys, I had a couple concerns watching it. Like the Bryce thing, I felt pretty much like you guys did. I thought his arm strength looked incredible, even on the TV. I mean, it just zipped out of his hand. I don't think I've seen a freshman. Chad Henne had a really strong arm, but I don't think I've seen a freshman have an arm talent like that, even rolling both ways.
Trevor Lawrence, man, is the last, or Jameson Winston. Jameson Winston or Trevor Lawrence are the last 2 freshman quarterbacks I've seen like this.
Winston couldn't move in the pocket like that, though, TJ.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he couldn't roll left, roll right. I mean, remember the Oregon game when he's rolling back and there was a meme where he's falling upside down and fumbling the ball. But anyway, the concerns I had, we heard all offseason about the defense and going into last year at the end, the defensive line, how great it looked, and they're 10 deep, and I didn't think we really got any pressure unless we brought pressure from like other areas, blitzing. I didn't think we got home with 4. I thought TJ Guy looked good at times. The time that they lined him up with I'm drawing a blank right now. Oh, Barham. They lined him and Barham up side by side on the left side and brought pressure that way. Barham looked like an animal, man.
Yeah.
I hope they do the right thing on that. That made me sick.
Yeah. He was bringing the physicality, but I don't think he was committing targeting.
He's wrapping up. Like he's got his
wrapped
arms.
up. He moved his head. How can you possibly say leading with the helmet when he's moving his head? And they have a height mismatch. The quarterback height mismatch was happening.
And John, what if the quarterback's moving when you hit him? And he moves into you?
Yeah. What do you do?
Yeah, you can't do nothing. I mean, it's like, if you're going to do that, just say when you get to a certain point, blow the whistle. Like that's to say, I mean, football's gotten out of. I understand with the concussion stuff, but it's gotten
It's
gotten
pussy.
out of
It's
hand.
gotten pussy.
Yeah,
It's gotten pussy. I
it's
got
gotten
you.
out of hand, man.
Yeah,
It's just sickening. And everybody's celebrating, thinking it possibly is a touchdown. And then they're talking about, well, it's a personal foul. I'm thinking, what the hell are they talking about?
Yeah.
I don't know. But
feminizing. I mean, I'll call it like it is. I'll call it like they are feminizing the fucking game.
Absolutely.
Bro.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, they're Ryan Day in the game.
Yeah, speaking of
nipple
nipple
piercings and all.
piercings.
Yeah, they're nipple piercing the game up.
Yeah.
But I had some concerns, and it's the first week. I mean, it's early. But I thought Barham looked good. I thought Hausman looked good. Would you expect that? I had big concerns from Hill. I thought he did not look good at all. I thought he was getting. I mean, the tight end, what was his name? Thomas 7.
Yeah, 7.
He beat him. He beat him off the ball down there on the goal line. I mean, beat him. I mean, he's
yeah. Dorian Thomas was doing very well. Yeah, in the first half especially.
Yeah, that kid can ball. He can play, but I mean, I didn't think he would. I thought Hill would look better. And we need him bad too. I would love to see him kind of get right, because I trust Zeke Berry. And I trust the linebackers, but we need Hill very bad, because that's one position that we're very young in the depth. When you get past those guys, I thought Curtis, Caleb Anderson was out, so him coming back is going to help, especially on the inside. But I had some concerns on that. And then you guys were talking about the Ohio State game. I'll be honest. I thought Ohio State. I agree. That reminded me of Michigan in 23. Like it did. It reminded me of Michigan in 23. They got up, they got a lead, and it was like, our defense will take us home. Just post. Don't don't wreck the car.
They played a tough, gritty game. I mean, 200 yards passing. I agree. It looked like a 23-24 victory to me. Listen, I gave Patricia a lot of shit.
Yeah.
And he did good. We'll see though. Let's let teams get film on him.
Absolutely.
And let's also let teams get pressure on Ohio State. No, Texas didn't look good. But is that because Ohio State was so good, or is that because Texas was Texas is fucked up? I don't know yet. We'll find out as the weeks go on, right? So, I mean, end of the day, Ohio State, it will be in the playoffs. They're going to be a good team this year. We'll see what's up,
Manning's arm, I don't know, like
it looked terrible.
What the hell was going on with that?
I don't know, bro.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Just not even completing the.
He was skipping balls.
It wasn't. Nuts? It was zipping. Yeah, it was zipping. Yeah. It was like you normally have a form, and then you got to set in the ground, and then make your throw. No, he just it's like a zip. It's like
he's skipping rocks or something.
Yeah, skipping skipping rocks. Perfect. Yep.
Yeah.
Like what's crazy is when you look at Underwood, you look at Arch Manning. They don't look like they're not even
close.
League.
No.
That's fucking crazy, though.
If you take
Arch
the last
Manning was
name
all
off
out of high school.
Yeah. You take his last name off his jersey.
Right.
Yeah, it's not close.
I'll be real though. His huddle tape was good though. Like I watched.
Oh yeah.
But like,
I remember
Underwood, like it's a different league, bro. It's a different league. I mean, but that's a good thing for us,
Man, he looked like he had been playing 3 years. I mean, he looked
like a junior. He looks like a junior. I know it's crazy.
He's man, he's something else. Yeah. He really lived up to it. Just on the first drive, he made a couple throws. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna be okay.
Bro, when he was amped up, when he was jumping around before the game, I was like, oh shit, all right, let's go, bro. I'm gonna watch the game tomorrow. I can't wait. But
Yeah,
it was a beautiful game to watch, man.
Yep.
All right, Spence. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for
No
calling
problem,
in. We'll
guys.
talk to you, I'm sure, next week, man. Stay up, go
For
blue,
sure.
brother.
All right, brother. Go blue, man.
Go
Go blue, man.
All right.
Our
Last
caller. Our last
of
caller.
the night.
They say they say they hate John. People say they hate him, but the reality is they love him. And it's
host of multiple shows, Ohio State, the voice of college football. We got Garrison in the house giving his take. How you doing?
What's going on, guys? First off, what's going on, my guys? I'm gonna be very quick here. First off, I thought that Underwood looked good today. I think everything with a grain of salt. At the end of the day, New Mexico has been the worst program in the last 10 years. But I still think he looked good today. I am a fan of him. I've covered him in high school. I love the guy. I thought the running backs looked good. I was wrong about who is the better running back. I thought Haynes was definitely the RB1. Account learn more football. I would say that your offense. I actually think Haynes was great today, despite the offensive line. I thought the offensive line wasn't that good today. I think run game, of course, run blocking is easier than pass blocking. But I thought right guard, left tackle. I was actually really disappointed in Sprague today because I think really highly of Sprague. I had him in my I had him as an All-American coming into the season, so I expect more out of him. So I was really disappointed in him in pass blocking. Wide receivers, whatever. But I will say wide receiver 1 is Channing Goodwin. I would call him wide receiver 1 today.
Interesting. It's McCollum.
It's defense. Yeah, the defense. Well, I couldn't tell. The defense.
Work to be had. I don't disagree. Garrison.
And
it should have been better. It should have been better.
And I will say, it is funny hearing because I heard that this defense was going to be better than last year's defense. And I also heard that last year's defense was going to be better than the year previous. So that's hilarious to me.
Yep. That's listen. That this is the intel we get.
Yeah.
And and we did tell everybody to take everything from camp with a grain of salt.
No, Go ahead, TJ.
Well, the issue for me is the lack of pressure. And the lack of pressure from our guys who should be getting pressured. Derek Moore, who, by the way, Garrison, I told you, I think TJ Guy has a higher ceiling than Derek Moore in terms of getting pressure. But
I think Derek Moore caused the pressure for TJ Guy. But
let me just be honest, though. Both did not get pressure.
Yeah.
Dominic Nichols did. Nate Marshall did. Our young up-and-comers did. Listen, I don't think there's a Michigan fan out there who says, I feel absolutely great about our defense right now. Next week, we'll know more, though. Because, I think you'll agree, Garrison. Now, you had a different situation. You had a serious opponent this week. We had a cupcake. So the playbook is not open. They are not showing stunts. They are not showing blitzes. They are not showing disguised coverages. There's a lot that is not being done. So next week, when we play Oklahoma on the road, we're going to learn a lot more. It's just what it is, And then next week, when you play Grambling State, you're going to be more reserved.
So they have a nice band.
Yeah, so it's interesting to see the dichotomy because it's really an opposite of two.
Yeah.
But I mean, at the end of the day, we talked about earlier, Garrison, your team played well. Our team played well. We had different opponent levels. Next week we're going to learn
extremely different opponent levels.
Yeah,
exactly.
Although New Mexico did not play like their. I will say this: I give New Mexico a lot of credit because they heard they were the cupcake. They were supposed to just lay down to Michigan. They came with a game plan to actually, if nothing else, make it respectable. Trick plays on offense. That quarterback was getting rocked and he didn't care. He continued to, through the whole game, persevere. I give him a lot of credit. He's going to need a massive ice bath and whatever else.
He got hit a lot. He got hit hard.
He got rocked, and he still he took it. Yeah, 10 shots to the ribs and kept exactly he got rocked. So a lot of credit to New Mexico. They're nowhere near the level of opponent of Texas. I'll admit that. obviously. Let's see what happens when it's sort of reversed. Oklahoma, I would say, is at least it's a Power 4 opponent that's pretty very respected defensive coordinator, head coach, Venables. He's won a couple of natties as a defensive coordinator, and now he's calling plays again for the defense. So that's something.
And their offense looked pretty good today.
Yeah,
weak opponent, but they look good.
Yeah, right. Agree.
TJ, you said that Underwood was on another in another league.
I think so.
Than Arch. No, I do want to point this.
I think so. I think so. Bro.
No, I don't know.
You don't know.
I'll tell you why. No,
hold on.
Go ahead.
Wait, did you watch the full game tonight?
Yeah.
So I know you watched Arch Manning today.
Can I ask you a question?
Go.
Is New Mexico Ohio State?
No, bro.
Okay. Wait. Okay.
I've already addressed that. I've already addressed it. Yes.
So then let me say this.
The level of competition was not the same. I agree.
Yeah. So then let me say this.
But Arch Manning, but all right, go on.
No, let me say this. You guys need to, and we talked about this, TJ. You need to allow Underwood to be good and to be great.
I agree.
And you said that.
I said to you privately. Yes, I did. Privately, yes.
Yeah, and if you sit here and you watch him play New Mexico, that because here's the truth of the matter. Say Ohio State played Grambling first, and
right.
Julian Sand lit the world on fire.
Right.
You guys would come on here and say it was Grambling. You know you would.
Right. Well, yes, I would say the weak opponent. We'll see. I agree with you. Yes, I agree. Agree.
Yeah. So, and that's why I want to be able to allow him to do the same.
Yeah, we'll see next week, bro. I don't disagree with you, Garrison.
And so like that's why. Listen, I thought if you ask me who the best player on your team is, I'm gonna tell you it's Justin Hayes. I thought he was. 9.9. Screw the 9.9. The guy averaged 10 yards to carry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which in comparison to what and you guys know how I feel about Marsh. Like Marshall, I am surprised about what I saw out of him. He looks like James Peoples. You can't read a block.
Yeah.
Which I would say about actually Ohio State. I thought Ohio State's offensive line played great today. All the running backs couldn't read a block today. I still think Sharon Moore sucks with timeouts.
I don't know. I didn't see anything crazy today.
Yeah, nothing.
No, I know his timeout. There was a timeout. I forget what quarter it was. Like there are certain things I think Sharon Moore struggles with. In terms of inside the game, while the game is being played, that I think can hurt you when you get into a game against Oklahoma per se. But that's how I feel about your guys' game, though. At the end of the day, like I do think.
Look,
that Bryce played well today. I really do believe that. I'm happy for him.
I'll say this, Garrison. I think. Considering the opponent, we can't be all in yet. I think we need to be next week. We can learn. We're going to learn a lot more. It's a top 20 defense next week. We're gonna find out a lot more overall. It's just what it is. And as we get data, each data point, each game, we're gonna understand the teams more. Like I agree with you. New Mexico is not a challenge. It's not even a top 100 team, if we're being honest. Okay.
Probably that's the worst program in college football.
But that said, Garrison, Underwood looked fucking impressive for his first game.
Yeah, I'm not going to, nor do I want to take that away from him.
Yeah, he exceeded my expectations, but I'll say this: and I know a lot of this fan base feels the same way. This defense, you better show the fuck up next week. Like, they better take this shit personal. You know, and if Barham is suspended, then Cole Sullivan better, he better step.
No, he's gonna be. They can appeal it all they want. They can appeal it all they want. It's not going to do anything. And that was a BS call. It was.
Agreed. It was.
But I will say this: had he not launched, they wouldn't have called that.
Maybe. I mean, it's like Josh Pate, one of the best voices in college football right now. He says himself,
he's the president.
Yeah, the commissioner. He goes, the challenge rules, like they don't, NCAA doesn't know what they're doing right now. So it is what it is, man. I mean, we're early in the season. There's a lot of unknowns. The reality isn't, like I told you this on the phone, Garrison. You're in the playoffs. You made it. You're already in. You're not gonna fuck up. Ryan Day, because like we talked about.
Can I say something?
Yeah, but hold up.
Oh, good.
We talked about how, like, you have this thing about Ryan Day has Ohio State in a better position than Urban Meyer, and me and you argue about that all the time. But here's where I agree with you. Ryan Day is not going to let a Purdue bite him. No. So that's why I can.
Well, we let you do it, so I guess he did once.
Hey, but we are not Purdue, so shut the chill out.
Yeah.
But my point being is, you're in the playoffs already. You're in.
Yeah.
You just got to play ball now and just fucking do your job. So, now it's up to us to fucking hold our end of the bargain and see you in November, bro. Because I'll be real, and like Portnoy, I'll be real, like, and you know this, Portnoy as well. We are in a great spot between the two programs. You guys are obviously in a little bit more of I would say a more solidified position than we are. We are still developing ourselves, but it's about to be a good fucking time. Like, November is going to be a good game. That's where I'm at right now. We'll see how Michigan responds in week 2, though.
Yeah.
I got to see it, just like you, Garrison. I got to see it too.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see how we respond.
And like account, I saw you said like the 77 rushing yards from Ohio State. We had 203 total yards today because I did want to like
they won like we did.
Be brief with you guys about this.
Yeah.
There's a slight, and I heard you say that, but I think there's a slight difference between our two teams in this, and it has to do with the offensive talent that both of our teams had compared to what you guys had in 23 and what we have right now. Ohio State won a game with 203 yards against Texas.
Right.
Right. And I think, and for and I've been on you guys. I'm gonna be quick because I don't want to be long-winded. We gotta get you guys out of here, of course, to get some sleep.
Yeah.
But there's been a lot of talk in this channel about Matt Patricia.
Yeah.
And I was listening to Cover 3 earlier today, and they brought up a good point, and they said, it took Wing Martindale about a month to get that straight, right?
Yeah.
it took Matt P one day.
Well,
we'll see. It's early.
You can say if you want to.
I do.
I will.
But the truth of the matter is, can I ask you guys a question? Who do you guys have winning this game?
I had Texas.
I had Texas. Yeah.
And I lost $20. Okay. I lost $20.
I didn't bet on it, but
but you said Texas.
Yeah, sure.
So, and we saw what the national media was talking about. We saw what they all said. And then when it came down to it, Arch Manning going into the fourth quarter had 36 yards. And a lot of people, I've seen a lot of Wolverine fans say this, and they want to say that Arch played bad, but then they talked about in Cover 3. He said
he did play bad.
Yeah, dude,
he did.
Come on, man.
No.
But
hold on. Hear me out.
You played good.
He played bad. He had the worst on target rate in the last 10 years for a Texas quarterback. But like something that I do, something that the guys at Cover 3 talked about. They said if you watch what Matt Patricia was doing out there, he had no idea where anybody was coming from. There's a play that they had where Arvell Reese, they show about 6 guys coming in, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when the ball was snapped, Arvell Reese turned his head like he was going in coverage. The right guard then goes to double team our right defensive end, and then Arvell turns his head back and goes in. And I feel like those are things that the casual fan is not going to notice. They're not going to understand or see or want to see because you just hate Matt Patricia and you just hate Ohio State. And you don't want to give the credit where the credit is due. And the truth of the matter is Ohio State went out there. We had Sark in hell. And the other truth of the matter is that we averaged less than 3 yards per carry today. But Brian Hartline was willing to do something that Sark wasn't, and that's run the ball still, no matter what.
Yeah,
run the ball no matter what.
Yeah, Sark abandons the run.
And I don't think that. And listen, man, I understand that the people are Michigan fans and they don't want to get the credit, but at the end of the day, man, if you really want to look at the truth of the matter, Ohio State might just have the best defense in the country.
We'll see on that. I mean, look. All right, here's the deal, Garrison.
Oh, we didn't give up 17 points to New Mexico.
Well, can I just say one thing before you go, T?
It should have been 10, man. That was a fucking. That wasn't a catch. Fucking, that was a.
No, I will say one of those drives they did. Those refs helped them out. They did.
Yeah, the one that was the catch.
Two things can be true at the same time. Arch played bad. Has a terrible throwing motion, and there are mechanics that are off. It's not that aren't prompted by the defense. It can also be true, and I agree with this too, that Matt Patricia called a good game. So I think both are true.
Oh, great game.
Okay.
Yeah. So look, here's where I'm at, Garrison. Patricia fucking had a great game today.
You hate to see it, don't you?
No, dude. Listen, I am a Patricia hater, but I'll acknowledge what is, and the reality is Patricia did great today. That said, that's one game. Let's get some more data.
Oh yeah, no, it's one. Yeah, no.
You know, let's get some film. Let's get some film and let the coaches get some film on him, and then they can counter, and let's see how he counters the counter. That's the end of the day. But then, look, you guys, listen.
Wait, can I ask you a question real quick before you continue?
Yeah.
Did the Patriots ever run the same defense week to week?
For the most part, Patricia has a hybrid 3-4 defense.
Now I'm asking, do they run the same defense week to week?
It depends on opponent, is what they do. They go based on opponent. I know how Patricia fucking runs his shit. What's funny is, Garrison, I'll be very honest with you.
Yeah.
Like, for example, when Patricia was the head coach of the Lions, Kyler Murray was a fucking headache. He would lock him down. But then there was other opponents he would get cooked on. Yeah. It's very weird.
Yeah.
And then, like, for example, Patricia, for those who don't know, he destroyed Tom Brady. The Lions beat the Patriots because he knew Tom Brady. He knows his strengths and weaknesses.
Yes,
but
sir.
my point being is, I think Patricia did great today. I do. I am a Patricia hater, but we're gonna see over.
Thank God he's not our head coach.
Well, over the course of time, we'll see. If I'll be real with you, I'm gaining respect for Ryan Day though, because I told you this.
And
you guys won a national title. I actually think that makes him cooler. But you won a national title. And you're keeping the same fucking level of performance. That takes a leader. And my question has been, and I've said this: is Ryan Day a leader of men? Well, guess what? After you lost to fucking Michigan, and then now that you won a national title, it's looking to be like he is.
For me personally, bro, I don't know if you guys know Ryan Day's personal story.
What do you mean?
So,
what do we not know?
Well, I'm truly asking. Do you know his personal story? His life.
I don't know. I know the Ohio State fan base wanted to
kill
him.
His life story, man, about his father and losing his father to his father.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I remember. I think he said lose. I think he said, Garrison, correct me if I'm wrong. Losing to Michigan was the hardest thing outside of losing his father. He said something like that, right?
His father. Well, the after that. It's after losing. After his father taking his own life.
Yeah.
And so,
his father took his own life.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
So if you know Ryan Day, man, like he's not some cookie cutter guy. He's worked for what he's had.
He seems like a cupcake. I'll be honest, but you're right.
You're right. I feel the same way about guys that cry on the football field. But you know, and that's why I've always trusted him. And you know, and look, man, you know, I'm proud of those guys today.
Yeah,
you know,
you should be.
Texas,
It was a good win, dude.
Texas came into our last time Texas came into our stadium, we lost.
Yep.
And the way we lost was embarrassing because we were kicking Texas' butt, and Vince Young did what he did to you guys. But
Yeah,
you know,
well,
listen, I think there's two. I think both teams today are my team and your team have things to look at, things to work on, things to be proud of.
Yeah.
And again, man, like you look at what's going on around the country. I think in the next 3 years, over the next 3 years, I think it's very clear that the Big Ten has made that jump. And shout out to Florida State, keep it chomping. That was beautiful to watch.
Yeah, no shit, dude. And when me and you were on the phone when that was going down. Look, here's the deal, Garrison. Your team is going to be a playoff team. Our team is working to be a playoff team. If we beat Oklahoma, I feel confident we will be a playoff team.
I do too.
Yeah, so we'll see, man. Next week we're going to learn a lot more. That's just where we are. I think Bryce Underwood look great. I think the defense has some questions to answer. We're going to find out next week. But that's just where we are, man.
And you know what, and guys, I'm gonna get going because I know you guys gotta go to sleep, of course. But I just want to let you know, just in response to both of your guys hate watching Boomer Sooner.
And I was
Boomer Sooner.
Yeah.
All right, John and TJ, my God, you have a good night. Appreciate you guys. Great job tonight, as always.
Thank you.
Hey, go blue, bro.
Whole age.
Yeah.
Oh no. Bye, brother.
Nipple ring.
Stay up, brother. All right, John. All right, Diadamo, my brother. We made it, man. 3 hours.
Yes, we did.
2:47 in the morning. I'm sure there's some. I'm going to say this right now. I am positive there are some fans who are driving to the west side of the state listening to us. Shout out to you. Appreciate you. Shout out to anyone who's listening to us who's working right now. Shout out to any of you who are just fucking rocking with us. Like my guy right here, Old Dad. Much love.
Yeah, Old Dad.
Appreciate you, man. Honestly.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Well, I was gonna say appreciate you. Appreciate all of you. Thank you guys for watching us tonight. We are gonna close the show out here. We are gonna be back next week. Well, I mean, obviously we got the Tuesday and Thursday show. We got the post game next Saturday. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe because we're trying to beat Ohio State. Fuck them. We will beat them on the field and off the field. But appreciate all you guys and good show, John. Hey, Underwood's the truth. We got the next, and this is all I'm gonna say. And John, I know you're gonna close out for us.
Yeah.
The next 3 years, boys, it's gonna be a good fucking time. So let's enjoy the ride.
Enjoy the ride and keep it here at Michigan at the Voice of College Football, where we're going to be covering every second of that ride. And thank you, of course, to the Win Agency, who's the official sponsor of our channel for the entire 2025 season. Definitely check them out. We posted the links in the description if you want to look at getting health insurance or life insurance through them. There's now a really easy link that you can go and actually get a quote. So that's very cool that they've built that and makes it easier for you guys who need life or health insurance to do that. They're awesome partners and would love to hear about some successes there. Aside from that, thank you all who did anything. Watched us, hit the like button, subscribe, became a member, super chatted any amount. Like, listen, this has been building up. I mean, 3 years ago when I started doing this stuff, like, this is a whole nother planet from those days. And it's because of every single person here and every single person in the chat right now. Dependent Fanatic has been around the whole time. Dependent Fanatic knows what it was like, and Dependent Fanatic has seen it go from what it was like to this, like all the way up. So he knows. Moose has been here, but then there's people who've joined throughout, right? And everybody who's been here, appreciate you all for whatever you do, and for watching us, because you make this happen.
Yeah, and the reality is, look, the channel's fucking booming. The community's booming. We're doing very well. I mean, me and John have already exceeded we've already exceeded expectations for this channel. Now we're at the position of this channel where it's like, all right, what else can we do? How far can we take it? How much bigger can we get it? And we're pushing because, like, at the end of the day, John's a business guy. I'm a business guy. Fuck it, we go for it. So that's what it is at the end of it. Now, it's not just business either, because the truth is we have a love for this. We love this team. John went to Michigan. I've been a fan of Michigan since youth, much like all of you. So we fit the full spectrum of all of you, fans or alumni, whatever. And we're riding and dying with this team at the end of the day. And like I've met a lot of you guys outside of the podcast, like in my everyday life. And we are the same. We just love this fucking team. And we're on a journey. So we're going to keep building this channel. I promise you that. A lot of people say, and I appreciate this greatly, we have the best Michigan channel in the game. Well, I hope we continue that. We'll keep pushing. We'll never not do that. I promise you authenticity, and we'll keep going. So appreciate everyone who's a part of it. Appreciate you for, if you found us, if you want to subscribe, please subscribe, like the video, all of that. And we will be back Tuesday, 8 p.m. Myself and John D'Adamo for Michigan Wolverines Live. I got the Thursday show with myself and Johnny Olden in the house. We'll be talking, obviously, reaction, as well as we'll be talking Oklahoma. So we got Oklahoma next week, boys. And then we got the post-game show next Saturday. And me and John will be here again. We'll be doing the damn thing. So appreciate all you guys. John, I'm sure you'll take us out here. But again, guys, enjoy your Saturday night. Enjoy your fucking weekend. Enjoy the Labor Day. Enjoy your family. And guess what? Enjoy the replay. If you guys got this game on replay, watch it tomorrow. Let's enjoy the Bryce Underwood era. And then after tomorrow, though, it's a 24-hour rule. Oklahoma's the focus. But all right, John, take us out of here, brother.
Yeah. Well, let's enjoy this and enjoy Bryce balling out, and then on to Oklahoma. Just like Bill Belichick, we've been talking about the Patriots today, and Bill Belichick is like, on to Cincinnati. Well, we're going to be on to Oklahoma. And we will have special guests Tuesday night. The Sooner Smiths are going to be joining us to give the Oklahoma. We have a media guest lined up for every week, all the way through, like, I think week 7, week 8. We're working on getting the rest of them. So Sooner Smiths, who hosts the Oklahoma shows at the Voice of College Football, are going to be joining us Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, giving us giving their preview of the of their team and what's happened and all the players to watch. Just like we had the New Mexico guy on, we'll have the Oklahoma Sooner Smiths, and every week we'll have CMU. We have the official play-by-play broadcaster at Central Michigan University coming in. So like, it's every week there's somebody really cool coming in. Can't wait to share it all with you. And that's that. It's always go blue. Any final thoughts, TJ, before we rock out here?
My final thought is this. Okay, I said, hey, Bryce Underwood, let's have patience. Fuck that. We're all in. I'm all in, bro. I'm going to be real with you. He looks so special.
Yeah.
I'm not bullshitting you. I'm not trying to be hyperbolic. I'm not trying to be a biased fan. I'm trying to be very neutral in my observation.
Well, even Garrison said it. I mean, even Garrison admitted he played really well.
So special. And gosh, the next 3 years would be so fun. And then Peter Bork and Brady Smeagol, I'm telling you guys, it is great to be in the position we are in. Now, listen, are we perfect? No, we got work to do. There's work. Offensive line can get better. Defense can get better, but it's going to be good. We're going to have a fun year. So let's enjoy it. I mean, let's enjoy this shit. Game 1, John. 11 more to go, plus a bowl game, maybe playoffs, maybe a Big Ten championship. So
hey,
let's keep it going, man. And appreciate you guys, everyone who watched us tonight. Thank you for liking the video. Thank you for sharing the video, subscribing to the channel, all that shit. And let's keep it going, man.
For sure. Yep. Hit that like, hit that sub, all that good stuff. Help us catch more Ohio State YouTube channels. All right. To wrap us up tonight, as always, we've got a message from Mark Rogers, Voice of College Football, about Voice of College Football bets. And
one last thing, we gained over 30 subscribers tonight just off this show. So I appreciate you guys, all of you. So thank you very much. If you are a new subscriber, if you are not subscribed, please subscribe. We are chasing I'm gonna tell you this right now. We are chasing every single fucking Ohio State channel. Fuck them all. Buckeye Scoop, fuck you. We're coming for you. You got 30,000. You got 30,000 subscribers. We're coming for you. I promise you, we're coming for you. Look over your fucking shoulder. We're coming. eventually we will keep taking over every single one of these Ohio State channels. Right now, our sites are on, what is it? The Oklahoma, or I'm sorry, not the Oklahoma. Fuck
Buckeye.
Oklahoma still.
Buckeye.
Yeah, whatever the fuck. Hey, we're after you. Whoever it is, we're after you. So we're getting you all. We will be the top dog eventually. I mean, I will say this: so TMI on 3, they're doing their thing. Shout out to Isaiah Hole as well. They're doing their thing. We are not. Me and John are not like, hey, we're taking fucking over Michigan, everything Michigan. No. It's every single Ohio State channel. Fuck you. We're coming for you. I don't care. Blah blah blah. We're coming for you. Fuck you all. But at the end of it, I just want to say, appreciate everyone who subscribed. We're gonna keep going, and let's get it, John.
There we go. All right, y'all. Until next time, go blue. We'll see you soon.
College football is even more exciting when you've got some action on the line, and the games are even better when you're cashing in. And the Voice of College Football is the place to be to get the greatest value. Start with my picks. 75% against the money line, 58% against the spread, and I've got a 40-plus year track record. 11-0 in the college football playoff for me last year against the money line, 8-3 against the spread. And I'm just the warm-up act. Steve Merrill of Wager Talk is our ace in the hole, show stopper. 7 years with the Voice of College Football, over 30 years in the industry. Steve gives us analysis on all the big games, but you can't miss Steve's weekly under-the-radar pick. 28-12 against the spread the last 3 years. You also get picks from some of our top analysts here at the Voice of College Football, including Corey Bratta, Matt Zemek, and Steve Dace. Check out those numbers. Become a YouTube or Patreon member for just $99 per month. Go to the main channel on YouTube, click join, and then select the betting tier. Do the same thing on Patreon. Make 2025 a winner now.